The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, live now.
I don't know, Mike. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, everybody. He's a macho. Savage, you're listening to Mike Trash, TrashTalkingRadio.com. The best in the business. So say it, the macho.
Wrestling fans throughout radio land, listen to Trash Talking Radio at TrashTalkingRadio.com. Every Tuesday from 7 to 10 o'clock, you hear guys like myself, the Ugandan Giants, come on. And that's my story.
You can hear words to describe the Trash Talking Radio Show from 7 to whenever we get done is by using a screwdriver to cut roast beef. This is Sluneva Sean, the other half of the Rock and Wrestling Connection. That's the trashy one and the loony one together forever.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ivan Koloff. I'm here to tell you about Mike Talking Trash. With the Trash, 7 to 10. Tuesday nights, you got to listen in. It's the best around, the best in town. Alright, hey, this is the Animal. One half of the world famous Take in the Road Warriors. Listen to them. If you know what's good for you, you'll listen to Trash Talking Radio or else.
Everybody, you're watching Trash Talking Radio. This is Hulk Hogan. Hulk, what do you got to say about Trash Talking?
Well, I gotta say that I just bought Trash Talking Radio. You're out of the picture, dude. This is my show, and you better watch because what you gonna do when Hulk Hogan's brand new Trash Talking Radio runs wild on you?
This is the Vital, and you're listening to Trash Talking Radio every Tuesday from 7 to 10 on TrashTalkingRadio.com. And remember this, when the Vital Idol tells you, it's got to be true. And when it's on the internet, it's got to be real. It's Trash Talking Radio every Tuesday from 7 to 10. I am the top of pop, the king of swing, the international rock star, way above par, the host with the most, Mr. Tuesday Night, the Vital Idol, Classy Mike Trash, and thank you very much.
It is Trash Talking Radio. It is Tuesday night. Oh, is my voice coming through? Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I forget to turn it on? Let me see. Check 1, 2. Okay, I'm there. Okay, we're rocking and rolling now. It's coming out the way it should now. I got to get back to this computer here so that I can talk to you. Oh, got to stop it from moving. No, now I got to make me show up. Hold on. I'm here. Believe it or not. Am I there? There I am. Hey, congratulations. I've made it to the show. All right. So Trash Talking Radio is back and we're ready to rock and roll, and it's fun and it's entertaining and all kinds of things going on. And I just got to push this one button and then I'm giving you my undivided attention. Oh, she is there. Okay. Oh, there's Amy Sue. Oh, hello, Amy Sue. Hello, Marcia. Hello, Ann. Hello, Christine. All right, I think I've said hello. But there's something else that's even really bigger than anything else I could have told you. The greatest thing in Tuesday night for weeks is here. And it's the biggest celebrity in I guess she's in Harrisburg, is here. Yes, I'm talking about the one and only. Hold on. Gotta get here and turn this on. Welcome back, Ashley.
Hello,
We have had a very, very interesting talk today, and it's just awesome to see her back and catch up and stuff like that. And I'm really glad to see you here. It's
glad to be back.
It's good to have you. And go ahead and talk a little bit. Oh,
well,
say it again. All right.
Hi.
Now you can say, I'm glad to have you back. I'm glad to have you back.
Glad to be back.
Yeah, glad to have you back. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn your. See, I'm not used to having anybody on the show anymore, so I only have to worry about turning myself on instead of turning someone else on. You know, and I mean that lightly. Okay. Here's why. Okay. There we go. Hey. Now you're okay. I can see you now.
There we go.
I knew there was a reason that I couldn't see you. You were like in the dark. It was like the dating game where they have the person's face all dark and everything. So now we get to see you in the light. I was trying to figure out what it was that I used to do that because you looked really dark. I thought, no, that's not right.
Or I think this light too. Here.
Well, no, we never used that one. I used that
really?
When it was dark, when the light was screwed up back here, but because it gets dark
it was back
quicker.
Here behind me at one point.
It's already there.
No, but
oh yeah, well we haven't used it for a while.
Yeah,
haven't used it for a long time, but welcome back to the show, and hope you're well. I know you're doing okay, and it's good to hear you and see you and all that fun stuff. And see, now my face is too bright now. Huh. Oh well. All right. So anyway, what did I want to talk about? Oh, I don't know. I guess I'll just. Hey, Ann says hi.
Hello.
Christine says hi. Amy Sue says, hey, girl.
I see that. Hello.
So everyone.
I got them all discombobulated over there.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's been hard to watch all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screens, and it's just wait till I get the screen for teleconferencing in now, and then I'll have 6 screens to look at instead of 5. So
I will admit, I am the reason we are late because we were talking and.
Well, I had to set your station up too.
That too.
It's been a couple months since I had anybody else here, so I haven't had that. That section was kind of like wherever I put stuff, it was over there. So we had to unbury it, and so that's cool.
I just had a lot going on. I had to take some personal time, but I'm back now. So
she had her time paid off or something.
Yeah,
it's good somebody got
paid time off. Yeah,
it's good that some of us have paid time off. Some of us have to work all the time. Right. Of course, I don't know who it is. I don't have to work all the time. I just choose to. So anyway. Go ahead, say what you want to say. And I mean, there's a little announcement you wanted to make, right?
Yeah. My 11-year-old daughter got her report card today.
And she flunked. I feel bad. I couldn't, I would have.
She called me and was so excited. She did not make distinguished honor roll, which is the highest, but she made high honor roll.
That's good.
So with the way since she started school, She's had some things rough, which I'm not going to go into on air because it's kind of personal to her, so I'm not going to do that.
Oh, yeah.
But she's been having it kind of rough, and but for her to make it on the honor roll, still keep her grades good, I can't be any more proud of her.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm proud of her too, even though she's not my daughter. But she's kind of by proxy a relative of mine, but just by you.
Right.
You're one of the few people that I consider family. So, anyway. All right. Now, since you've been here, I've got some new segments of the show.
Okay.
One is the joke of the day. I don't know if you're aware of that or not. But
I just saw, the rundown of
what I'm going to talk about? Yeah. Okay, so I got 3 jokes for today instead of 1 because I actually didn't, I don't know. I may not do all 3 of them. I'll do one of them, see how it goes over, and then we'll see, and maybe we'll do a second one, and maybe we'll do a third one. I don't know. I don't. I'm supposed to do a stand-up comedy thing in New York when I go up there next time, and I'm just looking for. I think I know what I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to do any of these jokes. I think I'm going to do the joke about. You've heard it before. The joke about detour.
Okay.
The detour joke.
Okay.
I think that would go over well.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I'm going to do, I'm probably going to do
a joke about somebody hitting your car and then saying, no, I didn't, right in front of your face. when there was a witness. Oops, sorry, wait. That happened at work today.
I was going to say, I don't remember that happening.
No, that happened at work today. A coworker of mine's car got hit. One of our coworkers saw it, and when we went to talk to the girl, she goes, "No, I didn't hit your car." But you go out to the lady's car, and you can see the scratches of black paint right on the lady's car.
You're not having much luck with cars.
Wasn't my car. It was another Ashley.
Oh, okay. All right.
The coworker's name was Ashley, by the way.
They're targeting Ashleys now, because you're the beginning of the alphabet.
Yeah, right.
So, okay. Well, I changed. I hope that the cameras are more steady this week because I changed back to the old cameras because the new cameras seem to have a mind their own. If I went like this, it would go this way. If I went like this, it would stay here. And so it didn't follow me right. So the new camera I had to replace that camera didn't work at all. So I couldn't get it to turn left or right or it would give me a picture, but it wasn't acceptable. Look, there's a dog.
Hi, puppy.
She misses you. She can't see you now because you're hiding. What? What's up? What's up? Anyway, so all right. Here's the joke. The first joke. A physicist, a chemist, and an economist are stranded in a desert island with nothing to eat except a can of beans. But there's a problem.
Okay.
There's no way to open the can. The physician says, "No worries. Let's calculate." I said physician, didn't I? Mm-hmm. The physicist, not a physician. The physicist. The physicist says, "No worries. Let's calculate the precise angle and force needed to launch the can into a rock, hoping it doesn't burst open." Chemist said, "Hold on. We can start a fire, place the can in it until it explodes due to the pressure buildup." Mm-hmm. The economist said, the economist thinks for a moment and then says, "Okay, here's what we do. First, we assume we have a can opener." That's it. Okay, that one I won't use. That one didn't even whenever you sit there saying, that means the punchline didn't work. Okay, so, all right.
Well, hi. I've missed you too. I have missed you too.
Is she coming on? Yep, she's sort of on camera. Her snout's on camera. Let's see, we can slide that over just a little so you see what she's doing. There we go. Now they're both in the camera. A love fest between two girls.
She put her paw up on my shoulder because I stopped petting her.
Oh,
so she put her paw up there.
She's a one of a kind. She's a super dog.
She did greet me at the door when I walked in.
She does. She does that. She's what are you doing? You want your earphones on so you can talk? Yeah. Hey, puppy dog. How you doing there, puppy dog? Yeah, she's a good girl. All right. Second one is, why do skeletons fight each other?
Why?
Because why don't skeletons fight each other, I should say.
Why
don't skeletons fight each other? Because they don't have the guts. Okay, I might use that one. All right, how about, you ever notice how Wi-Fi is like family?
Okay.
When it's working, everything's great and all the connections are there. But the minute it goes down, everyone starts panicking and blaming each other, and you're suddenly forced to communicate face to face. It's like technological family therapy session, except the therapist is the guy from customer service trying to support you through the resetting of the router. Okay, sounds like I might be able to use that one. All right, I might use that one. All right, so that's one out of 3. Well, actually, you laughed at the skeleton joke, so maybe I'll use that one too. That one's good. The first one's too. You have to think too much.
Yeah.
I'll save the other one if there's actually 4. I didn't remember the 4th and I don't even remember what it was. Okay, so I'm going to definitely hold the 2 there, and I'm get rid of that first one. And they're the first time I did any of those. His delivery got up and went, oh, shush. You're just in the peanut section there. You should be nice to me. Think about what you paid to get in. You got your money's worth. All right. So, all right. We're not going to do any RIPs today.
Okay.
I did 5 of them last week or something
Oh,
like
wow.
that.
Yeah, there was quite a bit, I think, last
Matthew
week.
Perry week is the week that
Yeah.
everyone died. So I had a lot of them that week. These, I found that...
Nobody had any footage for a while, though.
I think there are 2 of us on the board for the... I'm way ahead, but
yeah.
points. But that's because I got that younger person dying.
Yeah.
So Deathpool, we only got like 6 weeks to go on that one. Not even. I think we have 4 weeks to go on that. Because we only do the show usually to the middle of December. We might go longer this year. I don't remember. I don't know. It depends how I feel and if I'm up to it and if I want to do upgrades. I got to get these camera things straightened out. For some reason, I got to have better cameras. I just want a better, like, this camera does good on you because the lighting on me, I'm all washed out. I don't know why I'm washed out and you're not. Maybe I should move the lights more that way, but then I'm going to have to look right in the lights when I'm trying to look at the monitors to make sure everything's working. Oh, you're back through there. So like, go this way. There we are. Now you're back in the screen full size. Okay. All right. Now, all right. So let's go on. Let's go on to the next thing here. Winder is released.
Oh.
It's finally been released.
Nice.
Did you watch the whole thing yet?
No.
Oh. We might have to watch it on the air. We might have to watch it before the night's over.
Okay.
I did play it on the show 1 week, but I wasn't supposed to. I did it undercover.
Oh.
So I kept it low key. Now it's officially out there, and now I can show it as often as I want. So
nice.
I'm happy about that. It's a short movie. If you haven't seen it yet, hang around. We'll play it later on. Yeah, it's.
Ann says show it.
You want to see it? All right, vote
Amy
in.
says, where do you find it?
All right, do you guys want to watch it now? I'll put it on now. Just let me know. If you want to watch it now, I'll put it on now. So, you got to wait for 30 seconds for them to hear us. So, I keep trying to drink with the lid on.
Well, I think Ann's vote is probably yes already, because she did say, yep, show it.
Yeah, I know. I kind of dig the movie. It turned out really well, and I really loved the way it came out.
Yep, Ann said do it.
All right, we're going to do it. If she says do it, we're going to do it. I have some more announcements, but I'll make them after the show. All right, you people were the ones that showed up first, so you're going to get to see it.
Amy says, yes, please, before my internet goes nuts.
All right, we'll play it then. Let's see. Did I put it? I think it's on my... Okay, hold on. I think I can get you a better stream on my... Hold on here. I think I have it on my cloud. Because we're getting like streaming problems with YouTube. It's like nothing's syncing. Well, it doesn't have to on this particular show because, it doesn't have to. I should say it does not have to for this particular thing. But for the videos I show, it does make a difference. So I got to figure out where I put it. Hold on. Let me think about it. Is it here? I have some auditions I'm going to show as well. And actually, I have 2 auditions that... Actually, the one audition's exciting because I got paid for it.
Nice.
And let's see here. So I'm getting to be a legitimate actor here.
Nice.
Okay, what's that? Oh.
I started doing diamond painting. Well, no, I have been doing diamond painting.
You have it.
I've been doing more of them, and...
All right, here it is. This is it. This is the movie that I was a lead on, so here we go. We're going to go here, and I'm going to turn us down so that you can enjoy it in your peace. And I'll turn us off the screen so you don't have to watch us. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it stopped. That's really weird. I should have played it on YouTube. It wouldn't have stopped. It would have just not synced. All right. Must be I mean, we're still going up there, so it's not... All right, looks like I got to bring it up from YouTube. For some reason, my cloud's not working. I've never had that happen. Never, ever had the cloud not work. Cloud's always worked. All right, you're back on now, so you can talk while I'm figuring this out. I'm going to do the cloud here, so hang tight.
But yeah, I said I was doing some diamond paintings. I got a few more done. And my boyfriend just bought me like 16 more.
Wow.
Because they were cheap. He bought them off of Temu.
Oh, nice. Temu's cheap.
Yeah. He bought me like $60 worth off of that for our...
So you got 150 paintings now.
Yeah, he got me a bunch of them off of there because our 1-year anniversary was October 20th.
Wow. Okay,
So-
here we go. This is the... I don't know what's going on with that, but it looks like we're going to have to do it off of here. Just for some reason, my cloud... Oh, you know what I got to do is I need to turn off the other... Oh, now it's working again. I heard it. It's working again. Damn it. Fucker. I mean, I didn't say that. There she is. Okay. We're back. I mean, they're back. Thank you very much. I hope you liked it. This place, now I will tell you this is the thing that was really awesome. First off, this was done by some college students in NYU.
Mm-hmm.
I went there thinking this was going to be the worst thing in the world.
Right.
It wasn't. These guys were so together. They had everything together in, they had a girl who was in charge of timing of all that stuff, and it was really well organized. It was the best organized of all. It was the best, almost the best organized of all the times I've done.
Right.
Of the 4 movies that I did, it might have been the best organized of all the 4 movies that I did this year.
Oh, nice.
The second best would be the one that's kind of on the verge of, that's fighting for it for first place, would be The Youngest Partisan, because it was a bigger budget. But
Right.
they were really good about keeping time schedules. They had a complete time schedule, and that was a 5-minute movie. So they did that. It took me 3 hours for the makeup.
Oh, wow.
And it took her about 3 hours for the makeup. So we spent more time on the makeup. The movie was 5 minutes. So, and it won some awards. It won different awards, but I would work with those kids again in a heartbeat because they were
Right.
so organized and so
Yeah.
together, and I really enjoyed working with them. So
Yeah.
I told him he should have a sequel. It should be like
Yeah.
Freddy, like Freddy Krueger. There should be a series of them, and I'd be up for any of them. I
Yeah,
think it'd
really.
be fun. They did a good job though.
Like I said to you, I mean, they couldn't hear this, but I'll say it now. That girl playing, she was really good too. Like
She is.
didn't talk, but her actions.
She's from
were-
Germany.
Yeah.
She actually has a good English accent too. So that is really cool because she when she talked to me, I couldn't tell she wasn't American.
Oh wow.
No, she's really, really good. I really liked it. Keep talking a little bit.
Hello, hello. Test, check,
There we
check.
go.
There you go.
I want to turn you on.
Turn me
Yeah,
on and turn me up, huh?
Yeah, that's the kind of guy I am. Anyway, so that was fun. I really, it was a short film, and it was done as a project, as a class project, but he put it in the film festivals and stuff. So kind of cool. What was next?
You had some announcements?
Oh, the announcements. Which ones are we going to do? I want to do. Okay. So, I can't read my own stuff. Okay, so I do have some announcements that are pretty cool. So I'm going to partner with someone who is a friend of mine. My guitar friend that I bought guitars from is going to make a Mike Trash line of guitars.
Awesome.
We're gonna have a Mike Trash and the Barking Rats line, and we're gonna have a classy Mike Trash line.
Okay.
And I'm going to help him sell them because I just think it's cool. I don't care about the money. I'm caring about
Right.
the image, and I'm going to help him with some videos and stuff like that. But he's going to have. I told him what I wanted. We're going to have, my tuxedo jacket with the Mike Trash. We're going to have a white guitar with a tuxedo.
No.
It's gonna be and then we're going to have. I said we could also do one with the old Mike Trash. We could have a garbage can,
Right.
like the like the logo that we have for the Mike Trash thing. But I just thought that would be funny too to do that. And but the classy Mike Trash is going to be a higher end guitar,
Right.
but it's going to be kind of cool. Right? So we'll see if it actually happens. But that I gave him some ideas for. I was kidding around with him. He said, "You know what? That might be a cool idea." And I said, "Yeah, it would be a cool idea."
My boss keeps texting me.
Oh, I'm your boss. What are you talking about? I didn't text
No,
you.
my boss for my other job.
Wait, let me see if I did text you.
Yeah, my boss for my other job.
I'm going to love the result. What's that? Somebody texted me. Oh, you did. No, just kidding. Actually, the band for tomorrow is texting me. Oh, so there's a couple other things I want to talk about. Yeah, I want to, those are important. So in the listings that I get daily, over the weekend, there was a listing for Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And it was for a singer that wants to go on tour.
Oh, wow.
And this guy has has toured with ZZ Top, with the Rolling Stones, and all that.
Oh, wow.
And if there was ever a fantasy that I ever had, it was to play a big stadium. I sent him over my stuff. I'm over the age that they want. Oh. I said, look, I'm over the age that you want, but I've got 40 years plus experience, and I gave him some links to songs that I've done, and we'll see what happens. But what? Oh.
After work today, when I was running around doing some errands, I had to get stuff for dinner tonight and pick up some medicine. I usually plug in my thing to go through my radio to link to my phone to play music through my phone. I turned on the Uncle Sam Band. I was listening to them.
I heard they're pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, if that happened, if they gave me that job, I would be on. I would probably have a heart attack on the first stage because it'd be the fantasy come true, and it's like, and they're doing songs that they're doing country rock, they're doing southern rock or country rock. They're doing all the stuff I do.
Right.
It would truly be a fantasy come true if I were to get to do this, and even if I only did it for one time, even if I did it one show, I would have conquered that stadium thing because I had this fantasy of going out and seeing that sea of
that
people.
one-time dream. Yeah.
And I would love to. And then of course there's the pay, which I don't think I could survive on it. It's like $100,000 a year.
Oh wow.
I would be like, I would probably have to put the show on hiatus for a while.
If you need somebody to go with you, I'll go with you.
Yeah, I'm sure your boyfriend would like that. I'm sure my girlfriend would like that. Somehow I think that we would both be divorced. So that to me though would be really cool. Also, the other announcements. So we'll play the videos next. I have 2 videos I want to play for everybody. And the one video I got paid for it. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. Okay. You tell me which one it is. So
I feel like I'm going to get it wrong now.
I should have put that up for the picture of the day.
Yeah.
That would have been a better picture. I'm so happy that came out because I was so ready for it to come up because it was such a cool thing. And
when did it come out?
It came out only, it came out a year ago, but I was not allowed to play it.
Got you. Okay.
I had a copy of it most of this year, and I tried to keep cool and not play it because they asked me not to play it.
Right.
Kind of accidentally played it one time, but those people that were here got to see it. The people that were not here, it didn't get played. So anyway, so. It just is it just kind of was cool because it was a different type of thing, and it was like I had no intention of being a horror movie,
right?
But I'm glad I was because this really turned out to be a cool thing. So
I mean, I'm not a really big horror fan or anything, but I mean that's
it's got to be done right. I like horror movies that are actually done with a reason, not just a slasher movie, but got to be a reason. So I've got this one and this one. Okay. This one is the Patient.
Okay.
And we'll play that one first.
Okay.
Because I have it up first, so we'll just play that one first. And this one's basically I am a patient and I'm seeing a doctor. So.
Okay.
To my trash, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I'm reading the part of the patient.
Your heart rate is definitely irregular and likely beating close to 130 beats per minute right now. Anything else new with you?
Slippy and I are separated. I guess we're getting a divorce. I've been sleeping on a friend's couch, and well,
I haven't been taking care of myself. Not sleeping well. I think I've put on some weight. To be honest with you, Doctor, I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
That is a lot you're dealing with. You mentioned alcohol from your weekend. Have you increased your drinking? I know we talked a bit about how bad it is for your heart in the past. Has it become more of a coping mechanism for you with all these recent changes?
I suppose it has. Sometimes it's like the only thing I can do to get some sleep.
Are you drinking daily?
No, not daily. If I drink for a few days in a row, I usually feel guilty and I try to hold off for a few days. But I guess, well, I probably average a 6-pack most nights.
Let's get you up here on the exam table and let me have a good listen to your heart. Your rhythm is what we call irregularity irregular. It is beating much too fast and most likely between 110 and 140 beats per minute. That is what you're feeling. Let me listen to your lungs. Deep breath. Again. And again.
Is this heart rhythm dangerous?
Hold on. Take another deep breath for me. I have a little more information before I can tell you more about the rhythm. First, let me feel your pulses down here at your ankles. Hard to find right now. I don't see any swelling. You haven't noticed any, have you?
No.
I want to get an EKG on you. I'll send in my assistant to perform this.
Like the one you did at my last checkup?
Yes. And I'll be back to discuss this with you in a few minutes. And see.
So that was the one.
Okay.
The other one is for TheraViva. It's a pretty cool, pretty good one. It has to do with arthritis gloves. So this one is the second one here. Come on, play. There we go. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, you ready?
Pennsylvania, and I'm reading for TheraViva. Big thanks to TheraViva for these gloves. They're a game changer for me. My hands were always in pain from the years at the keyboard and playing my guitar. I stumbled upon these gloves when I desperately needed relief. To my surprise, they really work. They're so comfortable and they fit perfectly, even in my big hands. The moment I put them on, I felt relief wash over me. Now I wear them all day, whether I'm working or strumming a tune, and I can finally do both without any pain. They're sturdy, yet they don't stand out, blending in with whatever I'm doing. At night, they're my secret weapon against pain. I'd struggle to sleep most nights because my hands would tingle, ache, and go numb. But with these gloves, I sleep like a baby. I never felt so refreshed in the morning. The interesting thing is, they keep my hands cool when it's warm, and warm when it's cool, which plays a huge part in pain relief. Because they've helped so much, I bought 3 pairs to make sure I'm never without them. Having them has changed my daily life. I'm back to doing what I love, pain-free. If you're struggling with hand pain, give these gloves a try. They might just make all the difference.
That's the one you got paid for.
That one there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anybody else? Which one do you think I got paid for? So that was. And the answer to your question is they're going to be mostly electric. They're going to be electric for now for me, and acoustic maybe in the future, but probably mostly electric. So, all right. So which ones do you think? Which she says she thinks it's the second one that I got paid for. Let's have your votes. Your votes. The voting has started. You dial 69 on your phone. I don't know. Whatever. All right. Get our app, and you can vote on our app.
ABC says the first one.
All right. Anybody else want to vote? And the winner is... Well, She already knows. Smack her.
Ann already knew.
She's too far away. She can't reach me. All right. Well, the answer is the second one. I did get it for the gloves. They liked my guitar playing so well, and plus I got a haircut yesterday, so my hair looked really. I got the haircut because of these. I looked at them like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't hire me for this. I looked like a homeless man there, but that's like a musician. But those gloves, I got it. I got paid for that, and actually another one that I got paid for was the one that Q charged that I did last January.
Okay.
They paid me in September. Well, I didn't know why. I just figured I didn't get it. Mm-hmm. And he wanted me to do another thing. And he said that they remembered me from the one I did earlier, and they gave me the script for Q charge. I said, I already did this one for you. Mm-hmm. And so they had me do a different script, which I did. They didn't like me. They didn't like it because, well, the guy that was supposed to pay me liked it, but his people didn't like it.
Gotcha.
They said that it looked dirty, and I didn't. I don't know why it looked dirty because I had freshly pressed clothes and everything behind me was clean. I think he meant the colors on me they didn't like it. So then he ended up paying me for the one he promised to pay me on from January, so I got paid for that. So
okay.
I'm a working actor now.
Nice.
I'm not working a lot, but I am doing a lot of self-tape. So
they put me in Facebook jail for that?
For what?
I don't know. Amy Sue, they put me in Facebook jail for that.
For what? Wow,
I don't know.
Tell us why. Why did they put you in Facebook jail? I'm surprised they didn't put me in Facebook jail. Somebody complimented me earlier today. Oh no, it was the picture of me when did you see the picture that I had of me in wrestling where I was hitting somebody with my belt?
I don't think so.
Well, I'm
gonna go look right now.
It was in my memories, and it was one that I was going to hit Rotmeyer with a belt, and instead I ended up hitting. It's the one we used for the promo in the beginning.
Okay, is it one that my mom commented on?
Yes.
Okay, then I did see it. Yes.
So anyway, I typed a comment to her because she said something to me, and I put a comment. It was Rotmeyer, or it was Chad, and I was trying to hit him with my belt, and a thing popped up saying from Facebook saying that this goes against our our things, and I threatening to hit somebody or violence and something like that. But they said, "Are you sure you want to do it?" And I said, "Yes." And they didn't put me in jail, but it sounded like they were going to. So
yeah, because it said you have this.
You got in jail for that? For asking me to smack? Oh, really?
Wait, what? Go back. Asking you to smack him.
That's really odd. That's really strange. They need to lighten up a little bit. I mean, I understand the violence thing. I mean, but this is not real.
It's all in fun.
Well, it's not real either.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't hit anybody, and nobody's hit me, and it's just I mean, I did hit somebody with that belt, but it was part of the show.
Right.
I don't know. People were. Hey, I saw a good documentary on Sly Stallone today on Netflix. If you ever want to see a really interesting thing, that was a really good thing. He talked about his life and talked about how he got into entertainment and how he was one of the first people to write shows for himself.
Okay.
And how people told him he shouldn't do that. And, his whole life he's been writing stuff for himself. And actually that's what I'm doing too, kind of. I'm writing stuff for myself. So I haven't seen you for a while, so you probably don't know this. But I wrote a script for Vital Idol. Did you know I wrote another script?
No.
Okay, so you and I have not talked in a long time.
Yeah, no. It's been quite a while.
I wrote a new script. It's a comedy.
Okay.
And tentatively called something like this. It originally was called Three's a Crowd, Four's a Comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I found out Three's a Crowd was a John Ritter show, so I don't want to do that.
Right.
So I'm going to tentatively call it the Hen House.
Okay.
Now, do you know who the Hen House is?
I remember you saying that.
The three girls
yeah.
that I almost said sleep with. The three girls that I room with in each of the places for photo shoots. It's kind of, sort of, a little bit like them.
Mm-hmm.
It's about, well, it's using each of those characters.
Mm-hmm.
So Maggie is in it. She's the Latino hot-headed chick that is the sexy dim-witted. So we think she is dim-witted, but we find out later on she's not as dim-witted as she pretends to be.
Right.
And there's a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
Marcia, who's a sarcastic one, who's just been through a divorce and needed a new place to live. Then there's Tina, who is the sophisticated girl who had everything and she lost it all in a Ponzi scheme.
Interesting.
And her family disowned her and her husband disappeared and we don't know what that's all about. And then there's a disgruntled guy who lost his wife. I changed it. He's no longer... His wife didn't die now. His wife...
Who, me? Sarcastic?
Yeah, no, not you. It's based on someone not at all like you. Then there's me there's a man who is similar to me, whose wife left him at the altar and left with his best man. And his best friend, who was in a band with him, got killed tragically by a disco ball that fell off the ceiling. We'll find out more about that. But anyway, he has a house he's going to rent. He wants to leave town. He's just he needs new scenery, and he was all confused and lost and just depressed and everything. And he ends up leaving the ad up too long, and 3 people show up.
Oh no.
The 3 women I was supposed to be moving out, and then I changed my mind and didn't want to rent to any of them, and I wanted to keep the place, and well, fun ensues from there. It'll be an interesting show. I've got about 5 episodes written, and it's actually pretty good. And
nice.
I figured that's a better way it'll be easier to sell because it's not this. But it's supposed to be this, and it's not like, to explain Vital Idol, it takes a lot of energy.
Right.
This is just a comedy.
Right.
I can get my foot in the door with this, then I can hopefully land credibility and launch the other project.
Right.
But this is going to be a good project. I mean, the creativity just started flowing like crazy. We had a script read. It all worked out really good. We changed some lines and changed some things, and I changed one major thing, and then it just, after that happened, it's really actually I'm very happy with it. So it looks like I'm going to be entering that into, so I got a friend in Philadelphia that does what?
Marcia, names have been changed to protect the identities of innocent people. Any likenesses are purely coincidental.
Yes, names were changed for all of the members. Some more than others, and I have a friend who shoots video, and I saw one of his projects, and it was pretty good. So I can actually shoot this relatively cheap. So what I want to do is I want to shoot the pilot and enter the pilot in the film festivals. There's actually a script writing thing that the local college, Harrisburg Area Community College, is doing too. They're doing a competition that if they like your script, they will actually perform your script on stage.
Nice.
Or, I don't want somebody else performing it, but I would do it just to have it done. But I want to use my people. I really like my cast. My cast has diversity because each person is so, they're so their character. I mean, the character was built on the people that I'm using. So, and the script reading went really well, and I loved it.
Good.
And anyway, so what I want to do is I want to shoot it on a budget, because we only need a house that has a couple rooms. We actually could do it all in one room.
Mm-hmm.
And I could probably shoot it pretty much in one day, and I can edit myself.
Right.
I might be able to do this for really cheap,
Good.
other than flying everybody in from, of course, everybody's everywhere but where I am.
Why not?
And but and there's no centralized place that we could all go to, because one's in Florida, two are over in Washington, and then I'm here in the other part. We're just 3 points in the country away. So, but it could be. I think it could be, if timing and everything, if the comic timing is there and everything,
right?
It could be done really cheap. And like I saw a special on Jeff Blumhouse. He does Blumhouse films, the horror films. And actually, I saw him on Shark Tank.
Okay.
And he talked about how he makes all of his movies for under $15,000.
Oh, wow.
And they make billions of dollars. And he does it because what he does is everybody works for free up front, and they get a piece of the pie at the end.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I would want to do. If I can do that, something like that, I can do it relatively cheap.
Wasn't there new episodes of that just?
Yeah, that was last week's or the week before's episode.
I gotta put that on my to watch list. I'm almost done watching something now, and
Well, if you can't find it, I have it. Okay. So it's a really interesting thing that he was talking about, and so I would love to do that, and I think I could do it at a reasonably good price. So anyway, and I'm going to New York at the end of this month, the end of this week, or this month, and the beginning of next month. So I should be here for the show both days. So I'm not gonna. The only possibility is I may be burnt out when I come back, but hey, that makes for a good show, because I just talk, and I get myself in trouble because I don't know what I'm saying. But okay, so what else is happening is that tomorrow I'm going to hopefully meet J.J. Rupp. Now, you may not know who he is, but he is a guitarist, is traveling and touring all the time with big names. And I'm meeting him for the first time tomorrow. His dad, I've been jamming with the Geezer Band, they call him.
Okay.
And his dad is so good. I mean, pick a song and he knows it. And he doesn't like to play certain types of music, and he complains about it, and he whines and kicks and screams, and he sits down when he plays. And you didn't hear this, but I'm going to talk about this. He usually, when he plays, he sits and he plays, and I'm thinking, well, he's probably old. He just can't stand up. But he sits there and he plays like you close your eyes, you can't. I mean, he's just so good. Anyway, the last time he played, we were playing, and I'm standing up there, and I'm dancing around a little bit, and in the corner of my eye, I see him standing up, and I thought, what's he standing up for? Because he and I banter back and forth. He gets kind of rude with me, and I get rude with him, and it's all in fun.
Right.
But I thought, maybe he didn't take it in fun. And he's walking over to me. I'm thinking, what's he doing? And he's coming over to me. I'm thinking, I mean, I don't want to kick his ass. He's like, he's like 75. I don't know, maybe if I lost that battle, I'd really be embarrassed, because to have a 75-year-old kick my ass, that's bad. So, and he's getting closer, and I'm thinking, okay. And the lead's just about over, and I'm thinking, what's he doing? Why is he getting over here? It's like, I need some space here. I'm starting to lose breath. I can't breathe. And I'm thinking,
entering your bubble.
Yes, it was terrible. And I was thinking, he was like this close to me. I'm like, and right as the chorus, I'm thinking, what are we doing? I thought, well, I got to sing, so I guess I'm going to just sing. So I started singing, and he started backing up, singing back up. I've never seen him do that. I was like,
hello.
Okay. So I guess I won him over. He's a tough cookie, but I actually won him over.
Nice.
So, and his son's the one that does the touring and all that. So I thought, in my dreams, I'm thinking, wouldn't it be cool if his son came and he heard me sing and said, "You are great. I want you to go on tour with me." Yeah, well, you can dream,
right?
But anyway, that was the other thing. It was kind of cool, because it was like didn't expect that to happen, And like I said, the John is the father, and I thought, oh, what's he coming over here for? Why is he coming over this far? He shouldn't be coming over this far. So hold on a sec. I'm going to do a change here, and I want to make sure I don't screw things up. So I'm going to talk while this is going on. So for a second, we may make a noise. So hold on. Don't screw things up. So I'm going to talk while this is going on. So for a second, we may make a noise. So hold on. Don't screw things up. So I'm going to talk while this is going on. So for a second, we may make a noise. So hold on. Don't screw things up. So I'm going to talk while this is going on. So for a second, we may make a noise. So hold on. Don't screw things up. So I'm going to talk while this is going on. So for a second, we may make a noise. So hold on. Don't screw things up. So I'm going to talk while this is going on. So for a second, we may make a noise. So hold on. Don't screw things up. So I'm going to talk while this is going on. So for a second, we may make a noise. So hold on. Okay, I'm back now, right? Okay, so that loops. So wonder why that loops. Huh. Okay. All right, I guess that didn't work. All right, well, darn. Because I saw this one channel, it seemed to be getting more volume than the other channel. I thought, oh, maybe I should turn that one on, and I made a mistake and turned it on. So I don't know why that would be looping, but it shouldn't. Is it still looping? Ah, it's still looping. Hold on. Oh, it should be looping. Bring the volume down off it so that it won't affect us. Okay, I should just take that and get rid of that channel altogether. All right, now it should be. We should be okay,
Christine,
right?
that was the button you weren't supposed to push.
Ah! Well, I pushed it again, so it shouldn't be making noise at all now. Can you hear me now? Are we okay? Can you tell me if we're okay? I mean, I'm not looping here. I don't see any loop at all. Just need you to tell me. Come on, tell me. Tell me so I stop saying tell me. Somebody tell me. I hope I didn't scare anybody away. Come on. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. All right, so that was that. Let me think here. What else did I want to say? Yeah, so that's going to be tomorrow. That's going to be an interesting jam tomorrow.
Oh. I'll be excited to hear about it next week.
It'll probably be like, he'll just say, nice to meet you, and that's probably be the end of our conversation.
Yeah.
But in my eyes, in my fantasy, I'm thinking he's gonna hear my voice. He's gonna want me to.
Right.
So one of the places that I put an ad on was Facebook had a thing for vocalists. Vocalists need it, and I put an ad there. And like probably 10 minutes after I put an ad on, I had this woman who friended me, and I, thought, okay, I'll friend her. I don't care.
Right.
And her son is looking for a vocalist.
Oh.
I thought, oh, well, here we go. This is going to be interesting. And so I thought, she said that he does 60s and 70s and 80s, and that's fine. And I thought, okay, well, we can. She said he'll be contacting you. Well, it's been 2 weeks now, and I haven't heard from him. So she sent me a message this morning when I got up, and she said they haven't gotten rid of the other vocalist yet. He's refusing to leave.
Oh no!
So she said, just hang tight, and I'm like, okay. How do you define okay? Okay, I don't know. I just defined it as it's done. It's okay. Anyway, so in the meantime, so I have been talking to them, and also in the meantime, a guitarist contacted me. He might be my soulmate.
Oh.
He does Zeppelin. He does Van Halen. He does like Deep Purple. He does like everybody I said he loves. And I said, oh, you might be my soulmate. And anyway, he said, I noticed that you're widowed on your profile. And I said, yeah. And I said, yeah, I told him a little bit about Pam. And he said, oh, good. He said, I thought maybe when you said your friend died. I said, no, that's not it. No, my friend Ken is not my lover. He is my soulmate, not my lover, as far as music goes. I said, we wrote a lot of songs together, and we'd been friends for 37 years. And anyway, so I'm meeting him tomorrow, too. So it'll be cool to see him play with these guys. I talked him into jamming with these guys, because that way he can he hasn't played for a couple of years,
Right.
and he can get back into the playing gig and all that. So that'll be cool. And so that's going on too. And is there anything else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else musically. That's enough stuff. Anyway, so that's going on. And so, yeah, I've had a pretty interesting weekend.
Kylie was just texting me. She goes, "Did you already say about my honor roll?" I'm like, yes, I said that.
It's
She's proud of herself too, and I can't.
She should be. She should be.
I can't blame her. No, music-wise, so at work, when I'm back on prep, I put music on, kind of go into my own little world. And I don't normally sing in front of people because I kind of get shy.
Me too.
So to go do like you did Grange Fair or go on stage or anything like that, I would get too nervous and too shaky, and then I can't really do anything. But I can sing at home. I can sing along with the radio in the car. Once I get comfortable, I can do a little bit better. For some reason, I just start singing along with my music at work. And I wasn't singing, to me, I wasn't singing loud that I thought anybody could hear. Manager's office is kind of maybe from here to the stairs, your stairs away. And my managers were in the office, and they go, "Ashley," and I said, "Yeah." They're like, "Is that you singing?" And I'm like, yeah. They're like, "You're really good." I'm like, "Thank you." I said, "I didn't think anybody could hear me." He goes, "No, I heard you perfectly fine. You're really good." I'm like,
should I ask him for money then?
And then I stopped singing.
How many sets did you do?
I stopped singing the rest of the day.
That's funny. Oh, well, you should have asked him for money. If you're performing, you deserve a performance fee.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think my voice is better than it's been ever. It seems stronger. I don't remember ever sounding this good.
Right.
So maybe I needed that time off to let my voice just take a break.
Right.
But I can sing longer now. I can sing higher now.
Good.
I've never sang as high as I do now.
Oh, wow.
It's really weird. And it's funny, I told Christine that it was because I was all the what do women have? Estrogen. I said I've been taking a lot of estrogen. She said, "What? What?" I said, "No, I'm kidding. I'm not taking estrogen." So, anyway. All right. Hey, we got stories. And it's hard to believe we got stories.
And it's already 8:15, man.
I know. It's like we haven't done it. We're usually into, in about 15 minutes, we're usually into the stories, the non-entertainment stories. Marvel's opened up this weekend to $47 million. That's a low for Marvel movies.
Yeah, it is.
And that means that something's going wrong there. And it's a shame because, I actually heard that it's not that good of a movie. I don't know that to be the case because I usually go to see everything, but I haven't gone to see a movie in months.
Is that with, Gomez? Isn't that her last name, Gomez? Xochitl Gomez?
No.
I thought she was in a Marvel movie.
Oh, that might be, this may be her here. This is, but this is not her. I don't know who that girl is I've never heard that name before, but
I'm going to look up.
I don't necessarily know all the people out there. And just because I act here and there doesn't mean I know all the actors. It's kind of funny. A friend of mine.
She's in the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of the Madness movie.
Okay, that was...
in 2022.
Okay, I was going to say that was...
That's the Marvel movie she's in.
Okay.
The only reason I asked, she's on Dancing with the Stars right now.
Oh, okay.
And she's doing very, very well.
No wonder she's a superhero. Unless she was a bad person. She might have been a bad person in that movie because there was a lot of bad people in that movie. That was a good movie, but it was.
Yeah, she's doing very well.
But the thing is that I don't think that the movies are still not really back to normal. I mean, I'm not even going to the movies, and I used to go every week. So, I think that's a problem. I think that people still aren't going to the movies, and this person here, the person that plays Captain Marvel, nobody cares right now,
Right.
and so they have to do something to get people back in the theaters.
Yeah.
And you can get a lot of that stuff at home too. Just wait a couple months.
I think that's what it is. A lot of people, they can get the stuff at home.
Yeah.
They can wait and do it at home and do it cheaper than going out now.
It says here, Marvel Studios, the superhero, it says tentpole opened at an estimated $47 million at the domestic box office, and it says the worst in the history of Marvel Universe. It also came way behind in expectations overseas, where it launched at $63 million. So that means it did $110 million for the world. And in Marvel, that's horrible. I mean, in a regular movie, that's not so bad, but Marvel puts a lot of money into their movies, so they're going to lose money on that movie unless somebody steps. But the thing is, they'll make it back up in the. Oh wait, don't forget that just ended 2 strikes. Well, that's true. They hadn't advertised it because they weren't allowed to advertise too. So That's true. Marcia's right. You can't really forget about that. And there's a lot of movies that have been pushed back because of that. So yeah, I'm sure that didn't get proper advertising. In fact, I don't watch a lot of live TV, so I can't really tell what was out there. But I'm sure they didn't advertise it. I don't know why they didn't push that off, because that seems really kind of stupid. First we have the COVID thing, and then we have the strike, and
if it's not one thing, it's another.
Yeah, well, at least now the strike's over, and that's one of the articles I'll be talking about. So the next one, the father on Good. You may not remember this because this is before your time. The father on Good Times.
No.
John Amos. Okay, he is. Well, his father, I think it was, is famous Amos.
I've heard of that name.
The cookie maker.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
It's either him or it's his father. I think it's his father. Anyway, his family's at war.
Oh no.
There he is. That's him.
I was just getting ready to look him up.
So that's him.
Okay.
And the problem is, got to remember this. I put this on the agenda over the weekend because I wasn't thinking I was going to be doing the show, working on the show yesterday, but I ended up working on the show yesterday anyway. But anyway, so it says the battle between the children and 83-year-old Good Times legend fight over his care, his legacy, and his love. So John Amos's son is 53, so that gives you an idea. He's 83, so he's. But I think you weren't even. What year were you born?
89.
Yeah, Good Times.
I wasn't even thought of.
Yeah, Good Times was in the 70s. So
74. I just saw.
Yeah. It was a very cool. That was where Good Times. Jimmy Walker.
Okay.
Said dynamite and all that stuff. So it was. But they killed off the father in that, and then they eventually, so that was the end of his legacy as far as that show goes. But I think that was one of the shows I used to watch. For some reason, I think Jimmy Walker. Everybody liked Jimmy Walker, and everyone liked that stupid dynamite thing. That drove me crazy after
There's
a while.
a lot of things that people didn't think would be popular or that
are
popular, like something like that.
Yeah, it's like people don't think Mike Trash is going to be popular, but they're all wrong. Anyway, it says here in July.
He is. He's so popular.
In July, TV legend John Amos, 53-year-old son KC ended up in New Jersey jail after his 57-year-old daughter Shannon claimed that KC had sent her a terroristic threat over a text message that made her believe her life was in danger, according to the police report. They included a photo of a rifle with a caption explaining that it could clean a turkey out from 3 football fields away.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of weird. If I'm going to threaten somebody, I don't know. First off, I wouldn't do it in a text or any way that they could track it down.
Right.
Just he versus she, where it's one versus another and there's only words going back and forth. I would not put anything out there, especially in today's where I would never, ever, ever be able to track down to say that I'd say, I'm sorry, I never said that. Where do you got proof of that? In the latest series of sensational headline-dropping, grabbing episodes involving the siblings this year, they've been locked in a bitter dispute over their father's care, with the accusations of the elder abuse slung in each direction. So they each are saying, "You're not treating Dad right. We got to do it." In our case, personally, I would say, "Hey, take care of Dad. I don't really want to deal with it." But it really strange. It says the painful saga goes back decades and provides unsettling X-rays of the family life of a man who became an icon, especially in the generation of the African Americans, for playing patern familias James Evans on Good Times. The claims and counterclaims conjure gothic drama, infirmity, obsession, revenge, deceit, and madness. Sounds like a TV show in itself.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's real. For each of the kids, he, a music video director and editor, she, an entertainment executive turned medicinal healer, believes they're innocent, and the other is nefarious. Their 83-year-old, now he's 83. He gained a year. He gained a 3 in just a couple paragraphs. That was pretty quick because he was just 82 a few seconds ago. Their 83-year-old father, who is past toggled his trust between his offspring while making clear he loves them both, detests that his family life has become gossip fodder. Whatever we're doing to get through is our business, not the business of the public. However, they're making it public because we got this article right here. For their differences, Casey and Shannon understand the value of storytelling. Their father impressed upon them that they must work in Hollywood. If they must work in Hollywood, they should stay away from acting and instead pursue behind-the-scenes careers, which might be the ones making the true creative decisions, determining the framing of the narrative visions. In this battle, they're pitching 70s sitcoms star in trouble with when his bipolar, drug-addicted son exploited him on TikTok, and his, I can't even pronounce this word, shaman daughter comes to the rescue, and Shannon says, drafting a log line, this is what it looks like. It's crazy. For his part, Casey invoking and then appropriating his father's most prestigious starring role as the enslaved protagonist of Roots. Oh, yeah, he was in Roots, too.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what else he was in. Notes of the several day in the New Jersey jail that it resulted from his sister's accusation. It's true false imprisonment. I became Kunta Kinte. I guess this must be them.
Must.
Wow, he looks just like his dad, though. Holy cow.
Yeah.
No, is that him?
Or is that his dad?
Oh, that may be him. I was going to say, he looks a lot like his dad. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's probably him there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow, he doesn't look like his dad. Since earlier this year, John Amos has been traveling the country with Casey on TikTok. His son has depicted their journey like a buddy comedy, while Shannon and the other members of the family circles have regarded the spectacle with unease, especially because it included stays at medical facilities in multiple states. They're just spending all of his money. He's going to be broke by the time he's dead. In October, they arrived at Los Angeles to take business meetings. And it says here, Casey in a psychedelic shirt and Wayfarer's vaccine facilitated between these being solemn, upset, and casually loose as he appears on TikTok, where he's amassed almost 500,000 followers by posting a substantial amount of content involving his dad in a wheelchair. It was far more even-tempered presence. Fielding questions in his signature dignified baritone with no-nonsense sharpness, although he nodded off half an hour into the conversations. Yeah, I mean, for a man 83,
right,
that's a lot of traveling, a lot of stuff you're doing. But it says here, Shannon contends that this has to do with John's heart and is evidence that his brother's alleged neglect. So he shouldn't be out like doing all that stuff. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's got to be tough to have a situation where you have siblings fighting over the care of them, and
right,
you know, who knows what the the thing is. It's one of those things where he said, she said, and they're both right, they're both wrong, and you got to figure out which one's right in what area. But that's a shame because he was a legend in the 70s. So yeah, before you were even born. Oh man. All right, next. This is a strange story. You know me, I like strange stories.
of course.
Several of son of Hollywood producer arrested. Now, why do you think he was arrested? Well, they found a torso in a dumpster, and his wife and in-laws missing. All right, so this is a strange. Homicide detectives with the Los Angeles Police Department have announced an arrest in connection with the discovery of a woman's torso in a dumpster. Now, why can't they figure out who it is? I think the head was missing. At a press conference, I think I remember that being what it was. At a press conference Wednesday night, officials said Samuel Haskell, 35, was arrested at Topanga Mall and charged with one count of murder. Haskell is the son of Samuel Haskell III, a TV producer and former high-profile agent with Hollywood's William Morris Agency. While authorities believe the torso in a bag may be Haskell's wife, Mel Haskell, they said partial remains are harder to positively identify. If a murder suspect is dismembering a body, it's to delay identification. So this is really weird stuff. Investigators say they're looking for Haskell's in-laws, Gaishan Lee, 72, and Yangxian Wang, 64, who lived with the suspect and his wife at their home in Los Angeles Tarzana neighborhood. So this is a really strange thing. So you got this movie producer, he's got a son. The son is the one that's the perpetrator, supposedly, who married this woman and was living with her parents. This is a TV of the week. This is a Lifetime show here.
Wow.
So, on Wednesday morning at 6:15 a.m., a homeless man scavenging for recyclables discovered a woman's remains in a dumpster in a parking lot in Encino, roughly 5 miles away from the Haskell's home. Later in the day, detectives returned to Haskell's home and were seen going in and out of the residence, eventually confirming that the home was linked to a vehicle near the dumpster. Gutierrez said on Wednesday at the press conference that the evidence of the crime was discovered inside the home, including blood evidence. Now, they actually have the dumpster right there.
Oh, wow. Ann says the parents are missing, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a big deal. I mean, the parents are missing. It's like, holy cow. This is crazy. This is like crazy stuff. Police are also looking for two missing SUVs, a white Volkswagen Taycan, I don't know how to pronounce it, with a California license plate 9ANC 890, and a white Nissan Pathfinder with a license plate 7FRM 190. The women's parents were last seen in one of the SUVs. This guy must be really, if you want to break up with somebody, break up with him.
Yeah, really.
You don't have to kill him. It's actually legal to not kill him and just divorce him.
Yeah.
I believe it's legal even in California
Yeah.
to do that. I might be wrong about that because I don't know California laws that well, but I would assume that it is. But this guy's, he's got a freaking, can you imagine? Like, I mean, I've had some psycho people in my life.
Christine, also missing is a pair of gloves with no fingerprints said to help you with your arthritis.
Oh, funny. They cannot be used. Your fingerprints would come out of that because the tips of the fingers. Do not blame me for this. I was nowhere in California at any time in the past 24 hours. Oh, I don't know when this happened, but I'm innocent. That was a very good.
I saw on like my news apps that come up that in Georgia there's still, they captured 3 of the inmates that escaped. There's still 1 out yet.
Oh, I didn't even hear about this.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've got the link right here.
What this is where are they from?
In Georgia.
In Georgia. Wow. I don't think I got that one. I think I missed that one. Oh. Yeah, this guy's a real loser. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird. I mean, so is John Amos's kids, but I wouldn't want to keep. The thing is, that whole situation with the father and stuff, that shouldn't be made public. That's nobody's business but theirs. And okay. Well, that's I got to go here to do that. Go here. There you are. Okay. This way out here. All right. Oh, third inmate. Wow.
Yeah, third inmate is captured. There's still 1 remains on the run.
And
it shows the one on the run yet, too.
Oh, this is one of those that, see if I can make that smaller so I can get it on the screen.
As you scroll down, it'll go
will
up.
It? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I still want to put it on there. Because I like to leave the links so that people can follow along. Come on. There you go.
And it's just like, I can't believe like people keep escaping. Like,
yeah, there's been a lot lately of people, and the one in Pennsylvania, that guy just scaled the wall.
Yeah,
he got up on the wall.
Even my daughters saw it and is talking about it. Like, I mean,
these people are getting more sophisticated. See, that's why I say, don't throw him in jail, just kill him.
Yeah.
A guy like this is
I'm sure now people who work for, like, correction officers, I mean, they're probably cracking down on security in all prisons and stuff like that now. So, I feel bad for him if he still works there. I haven't talked to him in quite a while, obviously, but.
That's 4 inmates escaped. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't even read it. Well, that sucks. Read this article for free. Oh, it says, you gotta get mine.
Oh, well.
I'm gonna give you my stuff.
Wait, here, don't I have this thing up?
Oh, okay.
And I can do this, here, because I have it.
Oh, let me see if I have you. Do I have your computer on here?
No. I have to get this thing up.
I think I eliminated it because I wasn't using it, and now I need it. And I have it. That's the way it is. Hold on a sec. You have your thing up?
I just clicked on it.
Okay, so I can bring it up then. See, that's the cool thing about this is I can do that, but only if I have the NDI. What's the name of your computer? Oh, wait. Here.
Yeah, there. Now it's up.
Yeah, okay, so we can do that. Okay, so we can do that.
A dilapidated jail in
there's no reason for that.
Georgia, nearly a month ago, has been captured, authorities said Sunday. I think that is still playing because I have my headphones and I think.
Is there something playing in the background?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Let's see. So I put my microphone in my ear. That way I can know if it's playing or not.
Let me know how well that works for you.
It doesn't work very well. Don't do it. It doesn't.
I don't think they want to hear your ear.
But my ear is smart. Smarter than eyes. Oh yeah, there it is.
It doesn't work
Okay,
very
see,
well. Don't do it.
What is slang?
But my ear is.
Oh,
Is
that's
that-
what it is.
yeah.
Okay, so we'll get rid of this.
Oh yeah.
Boom. Come on. What is going on here? It's not. What? Wait. Can I pause it? What the?
Is it not that?
I'm thinking there might be something else here. Oh, wait. That
There,
was
now it
weird.
stopped.
Okay.
Okay, that was weird.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Now. All right. Go ahead.
It says Jennifer Denard Barnwell, 37, was found inside a home in the 3000 block of Alpine Drive in Augusta just after 8 a.m. in Bibb County Sheriff's Office. The office said deputies and FBI agents also found large amounts of drugs inside the home during Barnwell's capture, according to the law enforcement. Well, FBI Atlanta says they have yet to test the substances. Officials suspect them of being meth, fentanyl, heroin, marijuana, and cocaine. And I believe that is what the guy looks like there. Yeah, that's him.
Driving me crazy. That's don't understand it.
I mean, here's the other one. And this says Barnwell, says the other guy, was one of 4 inmates who broke out of the detention center in Macon during Macon, yeah, during an early morning hours of October 16th.
I see what they're complaining about. They're saying your computer's making noise now. I got rid of it. It's gone. Okay. I had to turn the volume down off your computer. Yeah, I can't hear your computer, and you can't hear your computer,
But
but
my
it's playing.
volume's off.
Well, it is now. I turned it off on here, but for some reason it was playing on there.
Weird.
Indiana, unless, yeah.
The inmates are believed to have climbed out through a damaged day room window and cut through a fence before driving off and awaiting blue Dodge Challenger.
Jeez. I hope they catch them all. I hope they throw them all in jail and throw the key away.
There's the other one. This guy here, this older guy, the white male that I have right there, that one there, he is the only one that has not been caught yet. He's the one that still remains on the loose.
Wow. Crazy. I don't know. Those kind of people, they drive me crazy.
It's like, I mean, when I lived over in Camp Hill, living so close to there, like, I didn't know about it till my ex at the time said about it. They would sound out that alarm.
Oh, yeah.
At noon. And I never heard it before he said it. So the one day I listened for it so that I could hear it. And I was constantly, if you weren't paying attention, like if I didn't know about that and I would have heard that, I would have freaked. And then a couple times I was just at home and I heard that go off and I jumped because I heard it. I was like, oh! And then I was like, I looked at my watch. I'm like, okay, it's noon, so I'm good. But like, to even think about hearing that not at noon.
Yep.
Like,
that would freak me out.
I would definitely, and then thank goodness I was on the 3rd floor, but I would lock all my doors.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
oh, yeah.
My doors were already locked. I would just probably hide.
I would be freaking out. I would be locking my doors and having guns, and I have guns already. And
I would be calling somebody like scared out of my mind, but I wouldn't want to leave because what are the chances that I run into them, you know?
The chances are really, really slight, but there is that chance.
Right.
But it's
and
really,
then what
really
do I
slight.
do?
It's kind of like, what's the chances that you're going to have a car accident? You know,
right.
There is a chance always that whenever you're around a car, that you can be in an accident, but the chances are that you, the one person in the millions of people in that area, you would have to be really unlucky,
right.
which some people are really that unlucky.
Exactly.
And you might be one of those people. I don't know. All right, so let's switch back. All right, let's see here. Let's switch back to Marvel. Wait, I gotta switch back to... Okay, so the next one... What's up, puppy? Somebody wants some attention, huh? You want some attention? You want something? That's what. I'm going to give you something, because you're a good girl.
I was going to say, she's been really good tonight.
Here you go. There you go. Yeah, she's been really good the past couple of weeks, too. She just hasn't been bugging me for the show and has just, like, kind of doing her own thing. Well, that dog is such a blessing to me, because she just... When I lost Buddy, I thought, man, this is sucky, because he was such a good dog and everything. And she is so mellow and so good, and so she's funny and entertaining and stuff like that. So
now I know last time I was here, she was having trouble going to the bathroom inside. Is she still doing that, or no?
I don't let. The only time she has problems is, I wonder if she does that of spite, because it's only down here, and she's been really good about not. I don't let her down here except when there's a show, and I block off the other room that she's been doing things in, and she never ever goes in the house other than that. Whenever, I think she did it out of spite. I think she was angry at me, whatever, but I don't think there's any problems with her now. But I don't really give her that chance, because that's, you know. But anyway, all right, next. Trump. So Trump is this is so weird, and when you think about this, it doesn't make any sense at all. You know, I don't have any idea what's going to happen in the next election, but it's really semi-comical, but not, because you think about this. Biden is senile. Trump is obnoxious.
Isn't the next election coming up, though?
Yeah.
Next year? This year?
2024.
Next year.
Next year we're going to have the election. And now here's the thing, you know, you got Trump has not been in any of the debates. And yet he's way lead. He's got 50-some% of the Republicans wanting him, and that's without being in the debates. Now, that doesn't make any sense to anyone.
No, it doesn't.
And when you think about it, I just wonder if they hear us now. They should hear us now. I haven't heard anything from anybody, and I don't know if they all left because they were getting tired of hearing the weird sounds. But okay,
I'll hop on here and check.
So Trump is in the lead big time, and he's in the lead above Biden by like 10 points above Biden.
Oh, wow.
And Biden, I mean, he's as corrupt as any of them. And we know they're gunning for Trump, and Trump's already had like a bunch of things going.
Yeah,
okay, so we're all good. And I don't hear any hissing either, right?
No, I didn't.
I didn't hear any hissing. I got rid of the hissing problem. I've been trying to get the show on. Already had like that sounds good. Okay, so we're all good. I don't hear any hissing either. I didn't hear any hissing. I do hear a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's not. But I could probably get rid of that too. But you know, it doesn't make any sense. But Biden's in the lead, or Trump's in the lead, and he's in all this trouble, and and they're trying to indict him on all this stuff. He actually could be the first, this is no lie, he could be the first president that serves from jail.
Wow.
He could actually get the election, he could win the election, and serve as president in jail.
And you can do that.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see what happens.
You know, I can't understand because there's got to be, I know there's somebody better than him. The problem is that the people are stupid. Right. The people aren't looking at anybody else.
Go on like really high security. I mean, he's probably already going to go.
I'll tell you who could beat I'll tell you who would beat Trump without a doubt. The Rock.
Oh yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind that The Rock could beat him. But The Rock's not going to want to take a pay cut of billions of dollars so he could make $200,000.
Right.
And not be able to act. But you know, there's very few people who can beat him because it becomes a popularity contest, not who's better for the country.
Right.
Biden's not good for the country. Trump's not good for the country. If I had a choice between the two, I would have to pick Trump, and I don't really want to pick Trump because of a lot of the things that he did last time he was in.
Right.
He did a lot of good things and he did a lot of bad things. So, and I don't want Biden. That's absolutely not. If they find a Democrat that can do it, good. Let's get him in there. But we're not going to get another Republican guy as long as Trump is there because Trump's so powerful for some reason that we can't
And Trump only gets one more time, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, he saw a Saturday Night Live skit where they had the great debate of all the candidates, and halfway through the candidates, he steps in and he says, "Here I am. You know, I don't even have to debate him because I'm at 55% or whatever the number was, and they have that one has 3%, that one has 2%, that one has 1%, that one has 10%." He goes, "I don't even have to participate." And it's true. He doesn't. And that was a comedy skit, but it's true.
Right.
How crazy. George Washington just rolled over in his grave saying, I didn't set this country up for this reason.
Right.
You know, it's crazy. I don't know. It's so weird. But so in this thing, he's been fighting with the judge. One thing you don't do, well, two things you don't do. You don't represent yourself, and he doesn't. He's not. And you don't argue with the judge, which he is. Why do you think he's doing that? I'll tell you why. The reason he's doing it is he's probably trying to get a mistrial. And, you know, why he would, you know, because he's a marked man in some, if he has the right judge in there, he'll have a fair trial. But he's not going to get the right judge. They're going to make sure that he doesn't get the right judge.
Right.
But the thing is, I don't even know.
Why do I kind of feel like he's going to keep trying and trying and trying, just like Jerry Sandusky? Like, I hate to bring that name up.
Well, Jerry Sandusky is the worst of the worst. I would put Trump above him.
Oh, yeah.
As far, but yeah. And Jerry Sandusky.
The first time I met him, he kind of.
You met him?
Oh yeah.
Well, they should have killed him. They should have. He should have been gotten.
He founded the Second Mile Camp, I believe it was, and my sister and I went there. It was a summer camp.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe it, or somebody. It was a camp up in the Penn State for a week long. Yeah. Tiffany and I went to that camp.
Wow.
Yeah, and we would go into the Penn State conference, like where all the football players meet to have like their thing and he would be there, and he liked jokes and stuff like that. So the first year I saw him, I realized he liked jokes and stuff like that. So then the second year I had a joke book and I brought it along, and I picked out a joke specifically for him, and it was this big, long, huge math problem because he said he was great at math. Big, huge, long math problem. He gave me an answer, and the answer to the joke was a bunch of numbers that really don't matter. But he gave me an actual, because he thought it was an actual math problem. And he said it was a good one. But again, when I first met him the first time, way back from the back, like, he did seem kind of off to me, and I was a little...
But you were safe.
But, yeah.
Because you're a girl.
Right, right.
You were
But,
okay.
I mean, it was still...
If you would have been an athletic boy, you would have been a problem.
But still, for me, a girl, I still felt like... You know that feeling when you meet somebody, you're like, I didn't like them, I felt off about them? That's what I felt about him. But I just... Obviously, I was young. I couldn't pinpoint it. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, who would have thought? I mean,
Right.
I mean, he's had a lot of people make accusations about him, so it has to
And
be
then when
right.
this all came to light, I was shocked. I mean, I really was at first, because I was like, what?
I followed it for the whole thing, and I was like, wow, they got a... Pam's from Ohio, and that's and so she... Sandusky, Ohio is what he...
Right.
But yeah, we watched that stuff, and I just couldn't believe that this stuff was going on. This is...
Right.
That's been how long has it been? It's been a while.
Been a while.
He's been in, and I haven't heard his name for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be... I was going to say, he's been in jail for a while, but he's going to be in jail for a while.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think at times he still keeps coming. I mean, and every time there was a trial in Bellefonte that he had to come to,
Yeah.
I mean, you could not get anywhere near that courthouse. And I mean, thankfully, I mean, Kylie lives right next to the courthouse now, so like right across from it. And I mean, to even imagine that now,
Yes.
try to go up and see her when that comes in, like, no, thank you. I'm staying away. 'Cause,
But there were a
I mean, there's
lot-
hardly any parking there now. I mean, imagine.
But you know, it couldn't be fake because of the amount of people that were testifying.
It was just, I mean, to even just try and get through, I mean, they had to have police there directing traffic.
Yeah.
And, like, people would
I
slow...
forgot that it was up there.
Yeah,
For some reason, I was thinking it was Ohio.
No, people would slow down. And the cops were like, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Like, it was just really ridiculous.
That's crazy. That's I don't know. I'm glad they did the right thing and took care of him and you know, and got him out of there and put him away and all that stuff. So it's crazy stuff. And I can't even, to me, I can't fathom it because it's not something I would ever do. It's not something I would even think about. But it's crazy. It's.
I just looked it up. Okay, I looked up Jerry Sandusky over on the site. Says Jerry Sandusky, American criminal.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be it.
That's what it says. Right?
They could even put all American criminal if they wanted, because he was, you know. I just can't believe he got away with it as long as he did.
Right.
He got away with it for a long, long time. So
yeah.
Anyway, so the reason he's probably arguing with it is he's trying to get a mistrial. That's at least what I think, and what this.
So he was charged. Jerry was charged with an additional 12 counts of sexual crimes against children and arrested for the second time on December 7th, 2011.
Wow, that's that long ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even think it was that long ago.
Over 11 years ago.
Crazy. Wow. I don't know.
Yeah, founded the Second Mile Camp. Yeah. And Tiffany and I went to that.
Well, you're lucky that you were female. Oh, man. A lot of those guys will be remembering it for the rest of their lives. So.
Exactly.
All right, Tom Hanks has a son. His name is Chet. And Chet had a problem. Someone was breaking into his house. And does he look like Tom Hanks? A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Well, I'll tell you, he's tough. He's a tough kid. Well, I say kid. I mean, he's probably your age, so he's probably not a kid anymore. But this guy broke into his house, and you just don't do that, you know? You got to be, first off, the first rule of breaking into somebody's house is make sure they're not home. Second rule, if they are home, make sure they don't have any guns or baseball bats or any kind of weapons that they could actually hurt you with. Not that I want people to break into people's houses, but anyway, Tom Hanks' son Chet took matters into his own hand when a stranger attempted to rob him at his Los Angeles residence. The Forrest Gump star's second youngest son was home, reportedly the target of a burglary early in the morning, Monday, November 6th. But despite the 3 a.m., he's an early morning guy, or late night, depends which way you look at it. The target, despite the 3 a.m. clock, Chet was alert and ready to put his foot or his hand down to protect himself and his belongings. It's not known if his 7-year-old daughter, Michaela, was with him at the time. At 3 a.m., I would think that she would be in bed or somewhere. Law enforcement sources said that the 33-year-old actor got a good punch in on the 42-year-old suspect prior to their arrival. If it didn't deter the intruder, though, as he continued to fight with police as they attempted to arrest him. So, though eventually they were able to cuff him, he continued to resist, falling backwards into the officers as they tried to lead him to one of their cars. So, on your list of people's houses you want to break into, check off Chet. Chet Hanks. You do not want to go there. Oh, these people are crazy. It's good to know that he can handle himself, though. And if someone came into my house, you better watch out. Anything I can touch or grab, you're going to go down. So
he is not eligible for parole till October 2042.
He's 42. Well, I guess we got a little time to. He's got to be. How old is he? He's got to be up there.
Because
he was like 60 or something like that.
He's 79 now.
Okay, I was going to say because he was pretty old when they put him away, so I don't think.
January 26, 1944.
Okay, so there's a good chance he'll be dead before he gets out.
Yeah, that's what it says. For Jerry, a lifelong sentence. But
no, well,
he's at a place that has minimum security for ailing and senior inmates.
Well, I think personally, for a guy that does that, he shouldn't get any medical help. He should just have to die.
Out near Pittsburgh.
Yeah. This next story I didn't expect you to be here, so I apologize in advance.
Okay.
How do you like your outfit? Wait, I'm trying to scroll. There you go. Let's try this again. There. Okay, so there we got a nice little outfit, right? Here we go. How do you like that outfit?
Okay.
All right. What about that outfit? That's
it's the same
outfit.
One.
Okay. What about that?
It's the same one.
Yeah. What do you think about this? What do you think this is?
I mean, to me, it looks like a bikini. What?
Body paint. She's naked.
I used to watch a show that did that.
You're looking naked women. How dare you? How dare I look at naked women on my radio show? Nothing but nothing but body paint during her swim feature.
Interesting.
I saw some really interesting things. This was a couple years ago. Actually, Pam was still alive when I saw this. Of women that were wearing body paint in Times Square, and you can't tell. You look at them and you just say, "Oh, that's pretty interesting."
Yeah.
And then you find out that it's body paint. I'm thinking, how does anyone go out in public wearing just body paint? I mean, I know that guys have a harder time doing that because, obviously
Skin Wars.
Yeah.
That's the name of the show. Skin Wars. That's a show where it's like a competition show where people body paint.
Oh, I never heard that.
It's on Netflix.
Oh.
2014 is when it came out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But I can't. I wish I was able to do that. I wish I felt comfortable in that situation.
I was just going to say, nothing you would see me in.
Yeah, I could not. I mean, I've been to swingers clubs where people walked around naked, and it's not going to be me. I don't feel that comfortable. I can be naked behind closed doors,
right,
with someone I trust,
Yep.
But
Yep.
especially when I was bigger.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, how
You look good.
I'm 235 pounds.
That is
I'm
less
down.
than me, believe it or not. That is less than
that.
me.
Now, when I was wrestling, I was at I was between 315 and 325. My high is 468.
Wow.
I am less than half the man I used to be.
Wow.
I always want to say that song. Half the man I used to be. Yeah, I mean, I can't explain any of that. I'm just like very happy that first time in my life I'm this small.
I got an intake appointment for the day after Thanksgiving. It was December 6th, but just the other day I got a call, or was the call today anyways, for my fibro. I'm going to be starting this program. It's a pain management program, but it's a program that's a couple hours a day, couple hours a week, or a couple times a week. And it kind of, yes, I live with it now, but they're really going to get into the nitty gritty of it. They're going to counseling, like they have me set up, they're going to set me up with a counselor there. They're going to set me up, they're going to really teach me how to live with it. You know, yes, it has depression and all that, and the roots and all that. One thing with fibro, because I can't really exercise, like I can, but I can't do too much because I'll end up hurting myself, so I'll gain weight. So they're gonna...
I'm gonna make this offer to you. There is DDP workout. It is very low impact, very easy to do. I'm going to be doing it with Christine.
Okay.
You're welcome to join us because it works, and it works. You're not going to be killing yourself with a workout. Right. It. Did you ever see the guy that his name was shoot now what was his name? What's his name? I can't remember his name. Anyway, this guy was a paratrooping vet. He hurt his back paratrooping.
Oh, wow.
He couldn't exercise. He actually had 2 canes to walk with.
I think you said something before.
Yeah, this guy is amazing. When I first saw him, I was like, wow, this is why does DDP want me to watch this? And I'm watching, I'm like, he can't stand up without his canes, and he kept falling over, and I thought, I want to laugh, but it's not funny.
Right.
But then I saw him walking down the street with the canes, and he dropped the canes. I thought, wow, that's really cool. And then he started running, and I'm like, what? This guy's running.
On my bad days, I have a cane in my car, and I have a cane like that I'm supposed to use, like, and I even thought about one time I had the application and to even go for a handicap placard and stuff like that. But this place is supposed to get, I have the intake appointment, like I said, for the day after Thanksgiving. They're going to really help me get into the nitty gritty of it and see if this is something that I can maybe eventually, yes, I'm going to live with it. I'm always going to live with it, but maybe...
You may not have to live with it as much as you think
bad,
you do, because
yeah. This will hopefully be better for me, like, in the long run.
So in the long run, you'll be able to
learn how
wear,
to manage it.
You can wear one of those bikinis like that.
Maybe. So I'm anxious, I'm nervous for it, but I'm also really excited for it too.
I believe me, when I think about the things that I've been through, like they said that they could fix my back. I don't want to go to back surgery.
Right.
Last thing I want is someone to mess with my back because they screw it up.
And I mean, I know I'm going to have to take medicine for it, but like the other thing is my sleep. I have to take medicine to sleep. I'm hoping that maybe I won't have to take as much medicine to sleep. And I mean...
Now, what do you think about this girl here?
Does she not have any?
She doesn't have anything on. That's body paint.
Like Marcia just says, the body paint is done properly you cannot tell
Yeah.
that it's just paint and not
You
clothing.
can kind of tell here.
Yeah.
Because she's sitting, you can see her part in her butt. But she's really, I mean, she's another one that did the body paint thing. And I don't know how, I mean, that's just, I just personally, I commend people that have the...
No, I think with like the Skin Wars, like the show I was talking about, they have the covers for the breasts. And I think they have like a little underwear.
I would imagine they have to
cover
you don't
that.
See,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I think that's what you have. Like they cover that, but they paint right over top of that. So and you're gonna make it blend really well, like with that.
It just amazes me though that they feel comfortable. I mean, it must be nice to have that kind of body
when you
image
look
of
like
yourself.
that, why not?
Even if I looked like that, I mean, if I looked like that, it'd look silly. But that's beside the point. Because you know, I do have the breasts, but you know, I couldn't imagine doing that. That's I'm also going to be doing 2 wrestling events in March.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be doing one in New Jersey and one in Allentown.
Okay.
So
you'll have to let me know dates because I will definitely take
it'll be the 2nd and the 4th week of March, Saturday. The one the one in March is going to be fun. It's going to be the one in Allentown's Rambo show, and one in
because he had a show and then it got canceled.
Yeah, because his health really got bad.
Right.
So he's going to be doing it. I'm going to be doing those 2 shows. The one is going to feature. Actually, they're both going to be featuring the Trash Talking Radio belt.
Awesome.
So it's kind of fun, and nobody has seen me at this weight. Rambo saw me at about 20 pounds heavier.
So you said the 2nd and 4th week
Yeah,
of March?
it's like,
so the
no,
9th,
wait, it's the first, what's the first weekend? That Saturday.
The 2nd?
That's one. And the other one is
There's the 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, and the 23rd and the 30th.
16th, I think it is. 16th is Rambo's.
So the 2nd and the 16th?
Yeah.
So the 1st and the 3rd?
Yes. Yeah. I knew they were a week apart. I just didn't remember which week it was. So, yeah. So that's going on. To get out in public, you do need... Oh, okay. So that's what you were saying. Okay. All right. So, on to the next thing. Warner Brothers. Oh. John Cena had a new movie coming out. I did say had a new movie coming out. They finished filming it.
Ooh.
And Warner Brothers said, we're just going to put that on the shelf and use it as a write-off. So Cena's not going to have any residuals off of that movie. He paid in the front end. Because this one, he will not get paid on the back end. And it sucks to be him. He's wrestling now. I don't know if you know that or not, but he's wrestling again because during the writer's strike, you couldn't work. I mean, you couldn't work if you were union.
Right.
He's union. I could work because I'm not union, but he was not allowed to work. But, yeah, they put his show on the shelf, so he doesn't even get paid for that. I mean, he doesn't get the back-end money for that. He gets any front-end money, but he doesn't get the back-end money for that. And that sucks because you put all this effort into it. Oh, that's another thing.
See what happens when I don't come for a while? You got
I think
so much.
you know everything, and I think, oh, I haven't seen her in a while. I've got a role that I'm going to be doing in January.
Awesome.
So I have landed another role.
Yay!
So we got that coming too, and maybe I shouldn't tell this on the air because Marcia's going to flip out when I say this. I might have.
Marcia, plug your ears.
Yeah, don't listen, Marcia, and just remember, it's not about you. It's about me. No, that's not what I wanted to say. If I take this role, I'm going to be late to New York. So the one role is Massachusetts. I'm going to fly up to Massachusetts or drive up to Massachusetts. But it's a really well-paying job. It's going to be actually the one that we did, the script that we did, not the one that I got paid for already.
Right, the
other one. I'm going to get paid really well, $1,000 a day.
Ooh,
so
I really hope
if I
so.
get that. Oh, she listened. She heard me. Oh, go.
La,
No,
la,
she didn't.
la,
She
la,
said
la,
la
la,
la. Okay,
la.
I can say it now. Now, while she's saying la 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 la, but yeah, it's $1,000 a day if I get that. And they said to make sure you're to tell us whether or not you're clear that day. And I'm like, oh shoot, why that day? Of all the weeks, why that day? So I have to wait to hear back. But you know, I think I did a good job on that interview, on that clip, the one where I was feeling bad for myself, and but who knows? Things are picking up on the acting end, so I'm really excited about what next year's going to be. That's fine.
A paid gig trumps it.
Yeah, I mean, it'll just be that Wednesday,
weekend.
I think, or the Wednesday, or maybe the Thursday. So if I miss Thursday, it won't kill me. And Wednesday is just when we usually get there, so that we're there Thursday.
Right.
If anything, I'm going to miss Thursday. At the worst, would be Thursday. I'm hoping that they don't pick those 2 days. But I can't turn that down. I
Right,
mean,
you can't.
That's.
Like she said, the paid gig is trumps
And I would be up there for
anything
the rest of the week, so
yeah.
the weekend. So I just, I'm so excited because things are starting to go in the right direction, and I just, it's been a long wait, and I've got testimonials that I can do for one, and I can say I was paid for these testimonials, give them the one I was paid, the two I was paid for, and I can do for the acting, I can give them clips of the stuff I was in, and it seems to be helping me get more work. So just keep climbing the pole there and see how high up I can go.
I'm proud of you too. You've come a long way too.
It's funny because I watch the older clips of me, and I'm like, I used to think they were great clips, and I look at them and I say, oh, I can't believe I actually gave that to somebody. But I mean, not that they were horrible, but the quality is definitely better, and the new area that I have sectioned off, I got to work out all the bugs, but it's really a lot better.
But it's also nice that you can look back at that and reflect on that and see that and improve on that too. Because a lot of people, they can't do that, or they don't want to do that.
They don't.
And it's like, oh, I don't care. I'm still good no matter what I do, blah, 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 blah. And it's like,
I gotta look at
we're
that
trying
stuff.
to give you, we're here, people on the outside are trying to give you pointers and stuff. If you don't want to hear it, then so be it. You're wondering why you can't get jobs and stuff like this. Well, this is why. We're trying to give you this constructive criticism, this feedback, and you're not able to take it. So then that's on you.
And for me, I really feel that I don't really know that much. I feel like there's so much to learn, and so I listen to everybody, and I really listen a lot to the people in the business saying, this is what you need to do, and like that casting director said, this is what you need to do this and this, and I've tried to do all the things she said, and
you taking that, and not to interrupt, but you taking that and listening to them and trying to do everything that they say and taking over that and soaking it up like a sponge, like a lot of people can't do that or won't do it. They'll be like, okay, I'm only here because I have to be. No,
I don't ever. No. I never say that.
You're there because you want to be.
Right, and that's the attitude you gotta have. You gotta have the attitude that you want to do it, and you gotta do it, and you'll do what you gotta do to do whatever you gotta do.
Right. And, if you want to succeed, that's what you need to succeed.
Yeah, I'm excited about it because there's just more things that. I got to take one step at a time because I gotta make these things that I want to do work, and to make them work, I got to do this, I got to do that, I gotta learn. I've done so many auditions, I can't even tell you. But it's really cool because I have comedy auditions, all in comedy. I've got drama, got a whole list of drama. I got LGBTQ, where I was a gay father, and I was a camp director at a gay camp. It was just, those are fun because
you got all the.
I'm trying to cover.
Everything.
The thing is, before I had to take a bunch of different things and send them over, but they were all different. Like I gave some drama, I gave some comedy. Now I can be specific. If it's a testimonial, Now I can send them and say, these were jobs that were paid, and show them that I'm a working actor.
Right.
Hardly working actor, but I'm working.
Right.
But it's fun because
but you got to start small to get big.
And the thing is, when I moved the area to the other side of the room, it took me down for about 2 weeks, and I'm dialing it in now because I got to redo everything, and I want to put better cameras, but it didn't work. And
but I bet you get these big actors that are name actors. You're going to ask them, how did you start? They're going to say, I had to start small to get where I am today.
Yeah.
They're not going to say, I wasn't just handed it.
The one I actually applied for is in L.A., and it said looking for L.A. people. And I sent in, I know I'm not in L.A., but this part would be great for me. I really would pay my own way to get there.
Right.
Because I want it. I want it.
Right.
It's a national modeling act. Actually, I've done Marsa, I applied for a couple of different modeling jobs today, and these modeling jobs, they wanted older people, and I said, hey, I've worked with Ryan Colby on 2 photo shoots this year, coming on to a third one, and 4 photo shoots last year.
Right.
And I figure I'll use his name because his name is good in the business.
Right.
I'll use his name to hopefully get more business.
Right.
Because I've done 6 photo shoots with him, a 7th one coming up, and might as well use it.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
he knows me. If anybody asks, I know who he is. You know, I don't know if he'll say good things or bad things,
Right.
but you know, I figured the name. If you can use a name, use it.
Yeah.
And I know that if I needed to, Bobby Finero would give me a thumbs up because he loves me, and he, you know, I just figure I got nothing to lose. I've got a lot of things going on right now, and one of these things is going to make an impact.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know which one, but one of them is going to make an impact.
Right.
The fact that I did 4 movies this year, actually 3 now because we're past a year on the winder, but 4 movies is, the big actors don't do 4 movies in a year.
No.
Of course, I had a small role in each of their movies, but it's still 4 movies.
Exactly.
So I'm going to use that.
You start somewhere to get where you want to go.
And now I was thinking, oh man, I haven't had a job in like weeks, and then I get paid, and I can now feel better about myself for a little while. And so the thing is, I keep thinking that because I'm used to going to work every day for 8 hours or more, and now I'm not doing it every day, and I'm thinking, I got to be working, I got to be, and actors are like, they might be lucky to have a job a year.
Right.
And so now I'm at that point where I'm still motivated because I'm used to working all the time, and even when I wasn't working, I was working on something,
right,
music or something. And by the way, I used that to the guy in Pittsburgh. I said to him, you know, even though I'm out of the age range you gave, I've got 40 years experience, and I have originals,
right,
and I've got a lot of originals, and I have an album and this and that, and I gave them links to everything,
right,
so that they can actually look at it and say, let's look at this guy,
right,
then bring me in,
right.
Because the people I'm hearing from, that one of the times I put an ad out, it was awesome. I was like sitting there thinking, what am I going to do? I got to get someone to play with me, and a guy came on and posted, I recently heard him sing, and he's fantastic. I mean, whoa, what an endorsement.
Right,
it was like, wow, it's awesome. You've only done 6. Yeah, I think it's been, it was for the first year.
He's like, she's
and then we did Miami, we did Orlando, and then we didn't do any other than, I think we only did 2 this year so far. So I think it's only going to be, it'll be, am I missing one? Adopting equals applying.
So before that, she goes, proud of you for adopting your those those modeling gigs, but she meant applying.
Yeah.
Those modeling.
Oh,
gigs.
well, no. Hollywood was in last year, and that would have been one of the 4 from last year. So I told him that I did 2 this year. I have a third one I'm doing in 2 weeks, plus I did 4 from the previous year. That's what I told him. So, but anyway, the thing is, I'm using the names that I've met to push me the next level. I'm hoping to, I will do a modeling job. I don't have any. In fact, the modeling jobs pay better than the acting jobs, and so do the voiceover jobs.
Right.
I've embraced voiceovers now. I decided, why shouldn't I do voiceovers?
Right.
I can do it, and they actually pay better than the acting job. As stupid as that sounds, freaking A. I'm saying the ones I've seen were like, they probably paid 3 times what the acting jobs did on some of the ones. So anyway, you weren't here when I played the acting auditions, or the voiceover auditions, but I did a very fun one. Actually, I wonder if I have it on here. I'll play one of them. It was really fun. It was I did this one on a dating show.
Yeah.
I wrote it. Let me see if I have it or not. I don't know if I have it or not. It was fun though. It was let's see, do I have it here or don't I? Oh, I do have it. I know where it's at. But yeah, I'm embracing the idea of doing voiceover stuff, and I really wasn't sure I wanted to do voiceovers because voiceovers you kind of got to have you kind of got to make sure your studio sounds good and stuff like that. But here's where's my earphones so I can hear this, make sure it comes out right. But this was fun. It's called The Bucket List. And this was one that I just did I had to have some voiceover clips. Okay. So here we go. This is the bucket list.
Do you hate your life? Do you wish you could escape your boring and miserable routine? Do you want to do something crazy and stupid before you die? Well, you're in luck. Introducing the Bucket List Club. The Bucket List Club is a new and insane service that helps you do all the things you've always wanted to do, but never had the guts or the brains to do. Whether you wanted to jump off a bridge, wrestle a bear, eat a live octopus, or run naked in Times Square, the Bucket List Club can make it happen. But there's a twist. You have to do it with a total stranger. That's right. The Bucket List Club will match you with someone who has the same bucket list as you, but is completely different from you in every other way. You'll have to deal with them, tolerate them, or maybe even like them. Sounds fun, right? Well, it's not. It's a nightmare. Just ask Bob and Alice, 2 of our unhappy customers who joined the Bucket List Club last month. Bob and Alice had the same bucket list, but they were complete strangers. He was old and grumpy. She was young and bubbly. He was serious and uptight. She was fun and relaxed. He liked jazz and crossword puzzles. She liked rap and video games. But despite their differences, they had one thing in common. They hated each other. And that's what they did. All along the way, they annoyed each other, embarrassed each other, sabotaged each other, and made each other miserable. And they fell in love. So what are you waiting for? Join the Bucket List Club today and find your worst enemy. The Bucket List Club. It's not just a service, it's a disaster. Coming soon to a theater near you. I thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, that was my intro into, but I've made it, now I have a list of voiceover stuff that I'm doing. Nice. And I can share voiceover now and hopefully get some of that work. So I did this one, and these were real voiceovers here.
Oh, nice.
And this one here was the one that I think, this is the one that, I'm trying to remember what that was. It was something that... Our mission at MAP is to empower brands with actionable insights, to engage customers through timely, targeted content. Now we're taking these insights to a new level, simplifying marketing efforts. Meet MAP's AI Assistant, the marketer's dream sidekick, helping you to identify opportunities, automate analysis, and deliver targeted campaigns. So I figure I'll have them, just like I have my video clips, I'll have audio clips, and, who knows?
Right.
This is the one I just did supplement. This one here was kind of weird.
Please stop. I tried to shout, struggling to get out the words while the blood poured down my throat. I can't breathe, but he was relentless, driving the drill deeper and deeper into my mouth. I was desperate, trying not to panic, my hands scrabbling on the dentist's chair, as I tried my hardest to get his attention, begging him to stop, to let me breathe. I couldn't believe what was happening, and what had started as a bit of bad breath and bleeding gums had now caused my entire mouth to feel like it was falling apart, terrifying my darling granddaughter so much she didn't ever want to see me again, and leaving me all but fighting for my life on the dentist's chair. I know it sounds impossible, but the worst part was the fact that both my lifelong dentist and all the specialists I'd seen for the last 6 months refused to take it seriously until it got more serious than any of us could have imagined.
So I sent that out last week too. So I mean, it's just a new adventure. I mean, if I can make some name for myself in any of those fields, I can do it, and I can make money.
Right.
So, and one could lead to something else,
Right.
and we'll see what it does. But okay, back to the scripted stuff. Jamie Foxx was had a medical problem a couple of months ago, and from what I understand, he's partially paralyzed.
What?
Yeah. Oh, this is an audio clip. Forgot about that. Hold on here.
Jamie Foxx has just been revealed by independent journalist AJ Benza, who was a contributor to the New York Daily News. Recently, Benza appeared on Dr. Drew Pinsky's show, Ask Dr. Drew, as a guest, where he broke the news and gave audiences the latest update on Jamie Foxx. As we all know, Foxx has currently been recovering from a medical emergency that occurred back in April.
Now, this supposedly left him partially paralyzed and blind in one of his eyes. So this was a couple months ago that
Yeah,
he had.
because there's a show that he hosts. It's a game show called Beat Shazam, and he was the host of it. And Nick Cannon had been filling in for him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's why.
And he kept saying, and I've been wondering what happened, but
That's what happened. He got himself. I just really feel bad for him because this guy was really.
yeah, they just said it was a medical emergency. They
Yeah.
didn't exactly say what, because so there was Jamie Foxx that would host it, and then his daughter Corinne was like the DJ on it that would play the music. So now it was Nick Cannon was the host of it, and Kelly Osbourne was the DJ playing the music on it. Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that he's got these medical issues. That's
really.
Scary. I mean, they're scary. If you're blind, I mean, it says blind and partially paralyzed, so those are pretty big deal. I mean,
he's probably thinking, what's going to happen with my career now, too?
well, yeah, he had a really good.
Yeah.
He did all kinds of stuff that was. He did action. He did documentaries. I think he played. He played a blind guy. The piano player. I can't think of his name. Oh shoot. What's his name? Oh, I can't think of his name. But yeah, it was just kind of, it's sad. It was a very talented guy. Can't remember his name. Hold on it.
What movie?
Where he played the piano, he played the musician. Because he's a talented musician.
Do you know about what year that was?
Ooh, that was a while
ago. He was
ago.
in Spider-Man, Django Unchained.
Django Unchained.
Yeah.
Unchained,
Clone
yeah.
Tyrone.
Okay, not that.
Soul was that's a cartoon. Baby Driver, Day Shift, Horrible Bosses, A Million Ways to Die in the West.
It was much older than that.
Let's see here.
Why don't I just look it up myself? Let's see. What musician did Jamie
Oh,
Foxx?
Stevie Wonder.
That's it.
the blind musician, Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
It took me a second there
Yeah.
to.
And that was a really good one too. But he's a musician too, so he's
Right.
pretty, I liked him a lot.
And I didn't even see that here.
It was real old. Where is it? Let's see.
I guess I can look at his Wikipedia thing.
I know it's. Oh wow! Do you know his real name? Eric Bishop.
Oh.
I didn't know that. Where did he come up with Jamie Foxx?
That's
really
good
interesting.
question too.
That's really, jeez. I would never.
I actually thought that was his real name.
I thought that was his real name too. I would have thought. But yeah, he's definitely talented, and should have looked it up on Wikipedia, then I would have found it. But
Well, that's where I'm at.
Oh.
I don't see it.
Anyway, so Ray Charles. Ray Charles is who
Ray
he played.
Charles.
That was 2004. I knew it was a while ago.
And
But
Ray.
it was really cool. It was, I mean, I probably wouldn't have even recognized it if you had said the name because it was so long ago, I forgot who it was. Anyway, so that's all done. And there's a trailer for the Garfield movie coming out. Chris Pratt is in that.
Okay.
And
I want to see that one.
yeah, I want to see. I like Chris Pratt, and I also like Garfield too. So, hey, we made it through the entertainment section.
Woo!
Now at 9:30, we're at the regular.
Kylie saw the Barbie movie.
I don't know if she really wants to see it or not, but Christine says that she wants to see it.
I'm going to begin and end it there because she wanted to be. I got her a costume for Halloween. It was the Western Barbie. I'm not going to say how much I paid for it.
Probably a lot.
I'm just going to say I got it from the Halloween store, Spirit Halloween store. So we'll go there. We'll go that far. You think that little girl wore it on Halloween?
She didn't?
No, she did not.
Why?
Well, I think she said she looked fat in it. And I was saying no, she didn't. But I think because a lot of kids were wearing jerseys for Halloween, because I saw them on, she has a Patrick Mahomes jersey, so that's what she wanted to wear. And after being upset about it, because of how much I paid for it, I was like, you know what, whatever, wear whatever, I don't care.
What can
She
you
goes,
do?
I'll wear it next year. And I'm like, yeah, sure you will.
Sure you will, yeah. Grocery chain is removing all self-checkouts.
Ooh. Okay.
Apparently a lot of people hated it as much as, we do talk to people. And it's funny because, I love self-checkout.
I do too.
I would take self-checkout anytime,
Mm-hmm.
except if I had a problem, then I would not want to self-checkout.
Matter of fact, today I did self-checkout.
See, I like it because, especially if you go to Giant, you can scan it, come up to when you're coming up to the checkout, you just scan that one thing, scan the scanner, and you're done.
Oh, so you use that. I don't use
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I have done it a few times, used that, but, and I think I should start using it more, but
It's
I normally...
awesome. I am a lover of self-checkout.
And I think that would be beneficial for Antoine. I really do. Because because at places it's where you have to scan it and then put it in the bag and it has to recognize the weight.
Right. I hate that part. But
Yeah. He always gets tripped up with that where I don't because I'm used to it. I've worked at a retail as a cash register before, so I've kind of gotten used to it. And he's always trying to hurry up. And I was like, you gotta wait.
Well, this is a self-checkout that's not near us, so I'm not worried about it. But it's a place called Booths. It's a supermarket chain in northern England. But I like self-checkout, and I would do self-checkout any day.
Right.
So,
Okay.
can you talk?
Yeah, I can talk.
All right, I'll
Let's
be
see, what can I talk
right
about?
back.
What can I talk about? I can talk about Kylie.
Glad that you're here now.
Where's Cheyenne? Cheyenne could always talk for you.
Yeah, Cheyenne does a lot of talking for me.
Oh, Miss Kylie, yeah. I gotta say, that costume, I think she looks cute in it. I really do. I wish I would have got a picture of her in it. And I did, after a while, I was looking on the internet and I saw quite a few famous people that had the costume on, and I showed it to her and I sent it to her. And even one was a mom, and I sent it to her and I said, look, even these people were wearing the costume. I don't understand why, but hey, as long as she was happy with what she did, that's fine. And I mean, I always had a blast. Thanksgiving, I'm going to drive up for Thanksgiving to see her, spend Thanksgiving with her. But yeah, I really couldn't be more proud of her. She's a really good girl. I'm happy. This semester, she has a thing called Project Lead the Way, where she is going to be making a keychain. They're just finishing up keychains, and then she's going to be making a toolbox.
Toolbox?
Yeah. I don't know. It's some, shop class. It's Project Lead the Way. The class is called Project Lead the Way.
Okay.
So that's what she's got this semester going on.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in shop class, I made a gun rack, and I made, made something else, but I don't remember. I remember the gun rack because that was metal shop, and then there was wood shop. What did I make in wood shop? Must not have been very good because I don't remember.
Well, the beginning of this class, the first couple days, she said she had this questionnaire that she had to fill out, and she goes, I forget what, there was a couple of questions. He was like, what are you going to do, if this situation arises, or a conflict comes between you and I, what's going to happen? She goes, well, I'll try and figure out a way to resolve it, I guess. I forget what all the questions were there. Asking, do you work better in groups or individually? And what project are you most looking forward to in my class? And she said the toolbox. And he goes, what's one thing that I haven't asked you already that you want to know? And she goes, my cousin, who's in the same grade as me, you had last semester.
Wow. Do you remember, well, actually, you don't remember. Back when you're going to find this really weird, but back when I was in school, I think it was 7th grade or 8th grade, we had a gun club.
What? In school?
And we actually brought our guns to school.
Wow.
And it wasn't illegal or scandalous.
That's crazy.
Could you imagine that today? And you know how many people were shot? 0.
That's crazy.
And we were allowed to bring our guns to school.
I think on my news app, too, I saw that there was some place that this guy brought a gun to one of the polling places or something.
Oh.
I don't know where it was, but I was like...
These times, they are a-changing. I can't even imagine, because I remember this because my brother and I were both in... We had a hunting class or something, or a hunting club or something like that. And I went to it because I wanted to be just like him, and I wanted to be tough like him, and I wanted to, talk guns and stuff, and I didn't know anything about guns, and I just wanted to be part of the crowd.
Sunday when I was down at the storage unit, and so our storage unit, where our storage unit is, it's inside, but our building is the last building, and then of course it has the gate, and then it's got this kind of field or whatever. There was 4 deer right outside the gate.
Wow.
And I was just sitting there looking at them, or they were eating in it, but as soon as Antoine got out of the car, they all poked their heads up and they were staring at him, but as soon as he took a step and moved, then they took off running.
Jeez. Oh man. What do you want, puppy? What do you want? I don't have anything for you now. You got everything. You got the good stuff. I guess I got probably some. Oh, here. I'll give you one of these. What do you think? You want one of these? I know what you want. You're not going to get one of those again. I'll give you this. Take it. Take it. I'm going to sit it right here. I don't think there's any. I'll give you one of each of these. You go. There you go. She's being a snob. She wants only the big ones. Well, I'm not giving her the big ones. I gave her one of the big ones already. So you got to eat one of those. That's it. That's all you get.
Aww.
Oh, man. All right. So, all right. What did that? Okay, so.
Oh, here. I'll explain my sweatshirt. I lost a bet, so that's why I'm wearing this sweatshirt.
I don't understand what Red Raider is.
Bellefonte Red Raiders. It's Kylie's school.
Oh. Okay.
I never went to Bellefonte. I went to Bald Eagle, which is their rival.
I see.
So, Bellefonte only won 2 games this year.
I see.
One other one, and I went up the 27th, and because she was cheering in the first quarter of the football game with the high school cheerleaders. And I bought this sweatshirt that night for her, and they were losing through the game like they always do. And I took it, she came up there, and I said, look, I bought this sweatshirt for you. I wouldn't be wearing it for anybody else but you. And I said, I'll make you a bet. She goes, what's that? I said, if Bellefonte comes out and wins this game, I said, but they won't. I will wear this sweatshirt for like the next month. I will forgo any of my sweatshirts and wear it. She goes, okay. The whole rest of the, come on, Bellefonte, you gotta win. My mom's gotta wear this sweatshirt and all this and that. They were winning. They came back and they were winning, and I'm like, how are they? Like, how are they winning?
I'm going to pull up. Keep talking. I'm going to pull up an article.
The other team, which was Somerset, came back right at like 3 minutes till. Came back. Scored a touchdown. To get the point, to tie the game, they would have to kick for the extra point. The guy went and kicked for the extra point, but he didn't kick it hard enough, so it didn't even hit the uprights at all.
Okay.
Go anywhere up at the uprights at all. She's like started screaming that we just won. Did we just win? And I'm like, you just won that football game. She starts screaming, and then she looks at me and she goes, ha, you gotta wear that sweatshirt for a whole month. And I said, you're right. I do have to wear the sweatshirt for a whole month. And I've been keeping up my end of the bargain and my deal.
Okay, there's a guy named Chris Russo. His name is Mad Dog Russo. You know who he is?
No.
He's a sports guy. He goes crazy. When you listen to him on the air, he's always like very energetic, and you know he's just the guy. There was a let's see if I can find it here. Let's see. He did a bet here. Was it NFL? No, it was not that one.
Bald Eagle's doing really good. My school's doing really good. They are in the playoffs, and they've won all their playoff games so far. I believe they're going to districts.
He had a bet. There was a team that was really, really losing bad. Mm-hmm. And he said, if that team makes a comeback, I'm going to retire from radio. Mm-hmm. It was so bad. It was just going on and on.
So bogus, but bad?
So it was so bad that he couldn't believe how bad they were playing. He said, if these guys make a comeback and they win, I will retire from radio.
Did he have to retire from radio?
He lost. And he had to backpedal about, I'm not ready to retire yet. He's making millions of dollars playing, because he's been on the radio forever. He's on the radio like as long as Howard Stern.
Oh, wow.
And he's really popular with his crowd. And I don't remember, let's see, I'm trying to find 6 days ago. Maybe that wasn't it. But he made that bet, and he ended up screwing up big, and he couldn't back out because he made that mistake, and everybody was on him about it. Like, you got to retire now.
She's constantly, when she video chats me, did you wear your sweatshirt? Or if she sees I have a sweatshirt, what sweatshirt? Yes, Kylie, I'm wearing the sweatshirt. I am holding my end of the deal. The bet, I lost the bet. Fair and square. I am keeping my end of the bet.
Let's see if this is it. This might be it. Because he ended up doing something else. That says gives less money to the church when he loses sports bet. No, that's not it. I just wish I could find the exact thing. I heard it on Stern. He was like, he lost that. Maybe that's it. Wouldn't have been it. But whatever it was, whatever the team was, I wish Meach was here. He could tell the story, because it was really bad. He had made that claim, and I was going to band practice, and I heard it on the air, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he screwed up, and he didn't know he didn't know how, because there was no way they could win. They were doing that bad.
Oh wow!
And then the second half, they ended up winning, and he ended up screwing up. So Nietzsche actually interviewed this guy. This guy's.
Oh wow!
I actually was surprised when Nietzsche got a hold of him, and he actually did the interview.
Wow!
And because Nietzsche, hasn't been doing it that long, and to get big names, he actually has Donnie Most coming on his show.
Oh wow, nice!
And he's going to have this radio guy. I think he's known this radio guy for 20 years. Classy Mike Trash is supposed to be on his show.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's going to have like a big, multi-part interview. He wants to interview him from the beginning to the end. And it's going to be a long interview. He's going to split it up into parts, but he wants to do a lot.
What does he do with his show on? I would love to listen to that.
It's actually, you can find it on YouTube. It's called Hometown Heroes is one of them.
Okay.
And the other one is called, I forget what the other one's called. I'll have to look it up. I'll get you the information. But he's going to be interviewing that guy, Mike Trash. I don't know why. He's been after me for I don't know how many years. And I said, look, if you want to do it, we can do it. But we can't do it in one sitting because it's just too much. If you want to. He said, I want everything. I said, well, I'm sure you're going to have to cut it down.
Yeah.
He said, no, I'm going to have multiple parts. I said, all right, well, here's what, I gave him a bunch of pictures from different parts. And I said, well, if we're going to do it chronologically or however you want to do it, but I think we're going to talk about doing it Friday.
Okay.
I don't know, to start. It's going to be a while, though. It's going to be a long process, and hopefully he can pare it down to a reasonable amount of time. But, if you're talking about Donnie Most or Anson Williams or whatever, you can concentrate on one part because that's what they were known for. Right. But you're talking about someone who's been in wrestling and in music and in radio and in acting.
Right.
And
you've got so many different parts of your life.
And that's only a part of it because he wants to talk about things with Pam. He wants to talk about the relationships I've had and how I grew up and stuff like that. So it's got a lot of stuff to talk about. And, we'll see. Well, I mean, hopefully he goes through and I know he's a good interviewer. I know he's doing he does, like, when I used to do wrestling interviews, it was great because when he was in the chat room, I'd be like, what am I going to ask these people? And I'd be like, I'd have some stuff, but he'd be firing off questions in the chat room, and it would make me sound
great because you could read them right off of there. Hey,
and he would do his research. He would, when he found out somebody was going to be on the show, he would do the research, and I would just sit back and just, oh yeah, here's another question from the chat room, and it made me sound good.
Right. But and that's good too because for him to do that, that's really good too because.
And he was.
The other people don't know, and you can be, oh, here's another question from the chat room, blah 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 blah.
And people would wonder, what does he want to talk to me about on radio? Well, one thing that people don't know is I've been doing this for 20 years, and when I first started doing it, I was doing wrestling interviews. I was the first guy to do this stuff.
Right.
And then I was the first guy that had Bret Hart on, and Hulk Hogan, and Hogan charges people. I think he wanted to get Hogan on his show, and Hogan wanted like I don't know how much money, a lot,
right?
Just for an interview. Tito Santana wanted like $350 or $400.
Oh, wow.
I got him for free because he's in wrestling, and so am I, and it was just easy. Back then, it was easy because I was the only guy doing it.
Right.
Now everybody does it, and they get to charge, but
right.
I don't know that they would charge me because I'm friends with them.
Right.
It's one thing when you're in the business and you're getting people to do things, but these people, I mean, when you got one of the reasons I got out of doing wrestling was that everybody was doing it then. And there were some kids that were 16 doing these interviews that didn't even understand the business.
Right.
And so that's one of the reasons they charged, because they didn't want just anybody doing the interview.
Right.
So, I did it when it was new and it was exciting, and everybody else, like, I remember when, do you know who the, not the Midnight Express, the Rock and Roll Express is?
I heard
Ricky
of it.
Morton and,
Okay.
I interviewed Ricky Morton.
Okay.
And this one kid said, wow, I can't believe you got him on. I said, why? He said, he's a big rock star, or a big singer. I said,
Ricky
Ricky
Martin.
Morton, not Martin. And this kid wanted to get him on, and he didn't know that they're idiots. But those are the kind of people that made it difficult. So I didn't want to do it anymore, because I interviewed everybody I wanted to, except for like Ric Flair. I wouldn't mind having Ric Flair, but I wasn't going to stick around for just Ric Flair.
Right.
And when I had my stroke, I had on some wrestlers that were jobbers for me, and I couldn't talk right because I had a stroke.
Right.
And they were making fun of me, and I was like, you don't seem to understand who you're talking to.
Right.
And because I worked with them, and I couldn't believe they actually treated me that way, especially after I had a stroke. And that was when I decided I'm not doing any more wrestling.
Right.
I don't need that. But
Right.
I'm probably going to have at least the one guy running the show at the beginning of March. I'll have him on the show because he's a good friend of mine.
Right.
And if Rambo wants to come on, I'll let him come on too. But I don't know. I feel like you got to be respectful for the people that are doing things for you, like promoting you.
Absolutely.
So, okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is something that would be right down your street.
Okay.
Women are ditching corporate rat race to become snail girls with lazy girl jobs. I live like I'm retired, which is what everyone wants. Everyone's working so hard to do anyway. Now, when I read this first, I thought, well, this is kind of condescending, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
It's not. When I read the article, I said, oh, okay, I get it now. So instead of working so hard and not ever getting anywhere because you're a woman,
right,
the women got jobs or created jobs of their own that they could do at their own pace and not have to worry about the rat race.
Interesting.
And that's just not just women, because guys can do it too, but it's really kind of cool because women have a hard time climbing the ladder. Well, I had a hard time climbing the ladder too. I couldn't climb the ladder no matter what because they didn't like me.
Right.
But women, this is the person that wrote the article, and what she was talking about. Meet Margaret Hyde, a victim of America's capitalistic and consumeristic obsessed hustle culture turned snail girl. So I thought, wow, snail girl doesn't sound like a good thing. As her public relations career took off, her mental health took a nosedive. Almost 10 years of being yelled at by clients after working 12-hour days and being expected to drop everything to respond to a Slack message at any moment had taken its toll. Pair this tension with a less than average media pay in America, which you do have to deal with because you're a woman, and you'll have yourself a girl who is borderline psychological mental breakdown. As a Yes employee, I wanted to grow in my career, but this approach quickly turned to an unpredictable burnout. I realized working in an agency for a corporation, my rights were removed. Self-sovereignty had swept away. So 3 months ago, she packed in her corporate career to go freelance, ring fence her time, and become a snail girl. The anti-work term, which translates to taking work at a snail's pace, has exploded on social media as a growing number of women reject years of being pressured to hustle under the glamorized girl boss guise. I had a moment where I had asked myself, when will the girl bossing end? When can I enjoy my life this hard work, hustle, and sacrifice has brought me? Asks an advertising manager turned entrepreneur Lucy Hall, recalling the light bulb moment she had this spring. I was working most of my day, being at the beck and call of everyone all the time. I felt the mental health was suffering. I decided enough is enough. So she's talking about wanting to do this snail girl. Lazy girl jobs aren't lazy. Research shows that women in the droves are leaving the corporate careers to become a snail girl. So we're talking, or their hand at lazy girl job, one with minimal stress at decent pay. But they're far from lazy, really. Like Hyde and Hall, they're trying to escape the burnout in the jobs that they're ill-suited for. In fact, Gallup recently surveyed 18,000 workers and found that 33% of the women are almost always burned out. Just a quarter of men feel the same during that same time. What's more, the burnout gap between men and women has widened since bosses have begun forcing workers to return to their pre-pandemic norms. So as a coping mechanism, women are looking to work life balance from their next role. We live in a society built by men for men, but women are smart. And it says here the lazy girl jobs are not about being lazy, but about being selective and prioritizing self-care. Running a successful business definitely involves hard work, but it's work that aligns with my values and won't lead to burnout. This is kind of like my sister. My sister is not in corporate America because of she's doing her own thing. She has her own job. She built her own business, and that's what these girls are doing. They're doing that too. Escaping the rat race and slowing down has been almost a decade-long process. Corporate culture well and truly had its grip on me, but recently began embracing her inner snail girl and has found that her mental health and physical health have improved. Her creative juices are flowing and her productivity has risen. A snail girl is not always a lazy girl. I've cut my workload in half, but I'm still putting in 30 hours of work a week, 40 hours on a busy week, and I'm on a trajectory to make the most money I've ever earned in my whole career to date with a fraction of the stress. So the snail girl is doing it because she can control the stress. She can control any entrepreneur. That's kind of, but it's an entrepreneur that is targeted towards something like this. In fact, nearly all the women that Fortune spoke to claim to now be earning more money. As it turns out, working smarter, not harder, pays. Hall even found ways to make money while she's sleeping, such as selling tickets to digital products and courses online through two businesses, Social Day and Digital Women. But not everyone can be a snail girl. Kat Lepaloza, a freelance digital content manager, finally realized her dream of uprooting her life in the U.S. to Europe during the pandemic, but taking on multiple gigs to maintain a six-figure salary meant she didn't have the time to actually explore her new home. Now she's become a self-confessed snail girl. She works 2 to 4 hour days, enjoys the suburban beaches. I'm sorry, suburban, not suburban. Suburban, no, it is suburban. Suburban beaches, goes on vacation to see another part of the continent at least once a month. Yes, my salary is about half of what I was making before, but it was a deliberate choice. I live like I'm retired, which is what everyone is working so hard to do anyway, right? Well, but she maintains, or she admits, that she couldn't afford to sustain her current lifestyle in her hometown, New York. I mean, obviously, New York is probably one of the most expensive places to live, where the cost of living is much higher, nor could she be a digital nomad and live off her lean salary if she had children. It isn't easy. Ultimately, the millions of TikTokers who are popularizing these anti-work trends will face a reality check. It generally takes decades of experience to be able to bill clients the big bucks for just a few hours of work. So, you know, it's just it's a way of life for a lot of these people that didn't want to be in the rat race.
Right.
And if I had an opportunity to do that, I would have done it too.
I can't blame him. I just, I forget what day it was. It was just last week that we have a thing called our quarterly heart checks at work. And it's just kind of see where our head's at, see how we're doing, maybe give feedback to our bosses to see if there's anything that they can improve on that we notice, or what they can give us feedback and stuff like that. And I had a whole list of stuff that I had written up, my own copy and a copy for my boss. And we just got a new general manager, and our old one had left. And he comes up, he goes, "Oh, you come prepared." I said, "Yeah." I said, I told you I was. I said, I told you a while back I wanted to have a sit-down meeting with you because there's some things that need to be changed with the prep area. And then I said, you know, I don't mind once in a while when we're busy, people make a mess, they can't always clean it up. I said, but when it's continuous, and or when I walk into an area and my area's a mess and then I get told to clean it up, and I get, okay, again, I get maybe we were a little bit busy, things are a little frantic, okay. I said, but it was done by a manager. The mess was made by a manager. And I said, now if I were to left a mess like that and you were to walk in on it, would you not pull me aside and talk to me and say that is unacceptable?
Yeah.
Or any crew person or any manager would walk into that and say that was unacceptable. And he goes, yeah, you're right. I said, so why me walking into my area and I'm supposed to be getting ready to prep, but no, now I have to clean this up and pan everything up and get pushed behind on my work and then rush to do my work and not get all my work done and then get in trouble for my work not being done? I said, how is that acceptable? He goes, it's not. He goes, you've got a valid point. And he goes, I have nothing to say on that, unfortunately. And I'm like, I said, it's unfortunately, and I said, he goes, and man, he goes, it's sad because, he laughed about it because I showed him pictures, because I had pictures to prove it, to back up my story. He goes, I'm laughing, but it's not funny, but a manager, like it coming from a manager, he goes, that's not right. Us managers, we should lead by example. We want you, that's what we tell you guys, you team leads, to lead by example for your crew people under you. He goes, we should be doing the same thing. I'm like, exactly. I said, but how is that leading by example, leaving a mess for your people to walk into? No.
Right. Yep. It is, it's corporate world. I don't know. Have you ever visited anybody at a jail?
No.
This person here went to visit a person at the jail, and they got kind of left in overnight.
Oh no.
Woman visiting inmate left overnight in the Orange County Jail. Apparently, the people didn't realize that the person was still there. They went to, well, she got checked in, and she was led to the place where he was going to be brought out to meet her, and then just they never came back for her, and she couldn't get out of that room, and she was stuck there overnight, and that's a
I would be scared.
yeah. It was kind of really not really forgivable. I think that you do that because you know, in today's sue world, where somebody's going to sue for it.
Christine said she did missionary in a jail several holidays in a row. I believe my grandmother did like a night type thing in a jail for a fundraiser for.
This was not that at all. A woman visiting an inmate in the Orange County Jail was forgotten and left overnight in the visitors area of the lockout. The woman, described as being in her 30s, went to visit a person incarcerated at the Theo Lacey facility, a maximum security jail, on Saturday. And the person she was there to visit was not immediately available, so she was asked to wait in the visiting area. While waiting, the visitor fell asleep in a booth. Visiting hours came and went, but no one noticed the woman, and it wasn't clear if the woman was locked inside or not. But she left there overnight. She was left there overnight, and the next morning, with a minor laceration on her hand, according to the department press officer, it was not immediately clear how she was injured. After the incident, sheriff's officials launched an internal investigation and made 2 quick alterations to department protocol. Supervisors are now required to physically check the visiting area after visiting hours end for the day. The jail's also planning on installing emergency phones in the area. The unfortunate incident should have never occurred. The department is committed to fully investigate and ensure this never happens again.
I would hope so.
I would be furious if I was locked in there.
I would be too.
Hey, I didn't do anything wrong. Let me out. So yeah, that's gonna be a major issue if you get the wrong person in
I
there.
would be screaming like, "Hey, somebody, I'm in here. Let me out!" Pounding on something for like to get somebody's attention.
Yeah. What if you get the wrong people's attention and they come in there and attack you?
Yeah, that's true. So wait, maybe that I take that back.
Yeah. I would, you know, this one here, this guy here thinks he's smarter than the cops.
Because they take all your phones and stuff at the front because they don't want like you to give it to
So this guy here, he thinks he's smarter than the police officers. So he thought he could be outsmarting them so he wouldn't get in any kind of trouble. But
yeah, okay.
It turned out that let's put this through. Come on.
I already know that you can't outsmart a cop. Like, don't.
Well, I don't know. Some of them probably can, but oh no, wait! Oh, where'd it go? Oh no! Get back here. Okay, there we are. I'm gonna do the Facebook one. But yeah, this guy here. All right, what's going on? Come on, go. Got a bunch of clips for next week already because we start later than I expected, but yeah, I had a bunch of clips because I'm used to doing it alone, and it's good to have someone to talk to again. I thought I'd never have anyone to talk to anymore. Okay, you're not gonna give me a good old time. Come on. Come on.
That's the way today's been for me. I swore today.
Hey, I think my computer bundle locked up. We locked up? Yeah, I think we finished already.
I guess so.
Yeah, my mouse is not moving. Hey, this has not ever
okay,
happened.
it said enough.
This has never happened.
It said
Well, am I still moving up there? Or is it that far behind? Oh, wait,
hey, there we go.
Now
there we go.
Now we got something. Okay. All right, well, that's not what I expected. Okay. Let's get back to the article. There we go. Some people think they're super sneaky, and it shows when you watch enough police pursuit dash cam videos, but this one, Florida Highway Patrol, really takes the cake as one of the most ridiculous we've seen in a while. Even though the speeding suspect thinks he's gotten away, the trooper gets him in the end. First off, the trooper sees a speeder going the opposite direction. As he crosses the median and gives chase, immediately the suspect pulls a U-turn and takes off like it's an automatic, he's going to automatically get him off the hook. So, says here after that, the suspect does the old trick of blacking out or shutting off all his lights. Well, at least he's not driving a white car, but there's enough other vehicles on the road. Plus, he keeps hitting his brakes, so it only looks ridiculous in the danger, and it's dangerous. Not only does this guy turn off his lights and try disappearing from the cop, who's right behind him, he also flashes his headlights to get cars in the left lane to move over so he can keep speeding. The funny thing is that the little maneuver works. Many people thought he was a cop, or maybe they thought he was just crazy, so they better get out of the way. Who knows? As the trooper easily catches up, the guy starts pulling out all the fancy moves that he knows, and it's pretty pathetic. Now we're praising people for running from law enforcement, but it's always interesting to see someone with real skills run from the cops. This is just sad. But he does psych out the trooper by acting like he's going to do a left turn, then not, then suddenly left as the trooper blasts by. We bet the guy thought he would get away with it, but the trooper wasn't going to just give up. With the car's license plate number, the trooper was able to just wait at the registered owner's address. So he went and picked him up at his house. People are just stupid.
Yeah, really.
But yeah, they actually have video of it, but it's on YouTube. So I just thought it was funny because the guy thought he was going to get away with it. You know, I one time, and fortunately the only time I got pulled over with my car. We were coming back from the movies, and we had food in the back of the car. We were way up in Selinsgrove, and I hit the accelerator, and I passed this truck, and I really didn't know how fast I was doing.
Right.
And the cop said I was doing 80, and he pulled me over, and he asked me what I was doing up there. I said, we went to the movies. And he said, why would you go to the movies up here? I said, look, there's food in the back. Because we went to the movies for something to do, and he let me off with a warning. I was really happy about that, because that would have been horrible. So I didn't. Okay, let's see. Well, I guess we can end the show. I guess I won't keep everybody going. But I had a bunch of little clips. I've been doing these things that I found off of. There's a Twitter account that is called CCTV.
Okay.
And it's stupid people doing stupid things caught on camera that I started grabbing some of the interesting ones. I guess we could finish with one of them. I'll finish with a good one. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't try to outrun the police.
I wouldn't either.
Last thing you need is that on top of the whatever you did.
Right.
You know? And I'm the kind of guy that would get that. And I don't need any more trouble. All right, which one should I do? Who's the real criminal? The boat ride. Oh, the boat ride that went bad was pretty good. I could do that one. Well, no, we'll do the kickbox Pepsi. This one's pretty cool. This is pretty wild. Okay, so this person's a martial artist, and we want to see. We're gonna make it bigger. All right, so he put the Pepsi up there. Now I hate that it's Pepsi. So this is Pepsi's return. This is my revenge of the Pepsi.
这是爆了，不要怕，真的啊，放心吧。准备好了没有？准备好了。起啥玩意儿啊？真的啊！我害怕。Son of a 我跟你说了。 了又准又。这是放了，不要怕，真的啊，放心吧。准备好了没有？
I wouldn't want to hold it.
And you can hear that bang.
Guess what? You're gonna lose that fight.
Ooh.
So,
I bet that left a mark.
oh, I'm sure it did. So yeah, he definitely felt that one. So those are the clips that I found that were funny. I've got a bunch of them that I started putting on there to make it interesting to, you know. And the one article that I did last week was orcas sank a boat. They were just coming around it and just making the waves, and well, they did another boat just last week. That's an article, but the orcas are swimming around the boat, and the second one in 2 weeks had to sink because they did that. It's crazy. Those orcas, Revenge of the Orcas.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a new movie. But they let me put this on the Twitter too, so
that is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, the stuff that goes on there. You gotta move along a little quicker here.
My computer's at work today, didn't want to move. Like today, if anything could go wrong, it did.
Yeah. They it's crazy how those things have been, like here they are, they're, let's put this, I can cover this for you. There you go. There's a bunch of them. They're like a gang of orcas. And they keep, like, really,
That's crazy.
she's talking about
A whale expert.
Okay, this is, yeah, I'd be terrified when you're out.
I would be too.
Out in the middle of the water,
and I can't
hear the running in the boat and stuff.
I don't know how to swim, so I would be petrified.
And even if you do swim, what are you gonna do way out there?
That too.
Even if you have a life jacket on, I mean, they're tearing the boat apart.
Yeah.
That's just nuts.
And like these people aren't doing anything. Like, I don't understand if they were doing something to like harm them or disrupt them or
yeah, they sank a boat last week.
Whatever, but
it was crazy.
Is it the same area or different area?
Same area.
So it's the same.
Yeah, they're out there just taking on the world.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, that's crazy stuff. Well, this is kind of on the vein of the orcas destroying the boat. This is not an orca problem, but this is a boat problem. Let's see if we can get this one. So now this to me looks fun. This looks like this is going to be a fun boat ride. All right, we're going to see this fun boat ride. Weedy out there. That's one of my, like, I like boats. It's fun to go on a boat ride. I don't know if I'd want to go on a boat that small. Boom. Wait.
Oh no.
Looks like they're dancing and singing.
Yeah, really.
everybody there.
Oh,
Look at that.
even the driver, like, they went all like, whoa.
Oh, man. That would be scary as anything.
Did they hit like a...
I don't know what they hit. It was crazy.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that was, oh, man. All right. That's enough. Enough of this silliness. All right. Well, I am thankful you came back.
Yeah, me too.
I hope to
Thanks
see you
again for having,
and,
thanks again for having
for
me.
having you, yes. Yes. I am very glad that you made it in here. And
Me too.
where's my, gotta hear my thing so I can, all right. Anyway, talk to you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed the show, and I don't know if you're going to be here next week.
Plan on it. Okay.
We're going to be coming in as a two-piece again, so we will talk to you guys next week, and have a good one.
It's been a while.